rapper Drilla from Chicago.
Big Wise, Young Money shit, man. Wick is lit, coming soon. We out here in Cali vibing, no jumper, man, you know? Go with him.
That be going crazy.
I know I be trolling. I'm gonna show you how to troll, though. Come on.
That nigga dead, nobody care about what he did or what he said. Man, his homie killing ends, but shit, at least them niggas slid. I can't tell you what I did, no cap, cause most of them niggas dead. I can't tell you what I did, cause I'll probably be in the feds, gang shit. Better ask about drill wick, I change shit, change whips. Hit a few niggas up with the same blick. I just ran up 30,000 last week, ain't changed fits. When it's valid to my community, you already know they blame wick. Hey, Keno felt that fat couldn't run no more, he thought it was over. 2 Glocks, I'm like 2 pistols, he knew it was a close one. Goofy came my block, he got one off, but now he toasted. Glock 23, I call it tally, cause this bitch a blow up. Druid really grew up my overtext and I ignored her. Take pictures with all my fans, fuck that, my supporters. Start my bitch a biz, she scratch her goals and I support her. Call my phone's 100 in, what's the order? Boy, this shit ain't new to me, I been spending on the ops. Druid, he a bastard, I ain't grow up with a pops. I was out ditching school, testing my accuracy on they block. They say why they call you drills, cause I really been on the lot. Shooters know the shooters, and the killers know the killers. You niggas don't look familiar, I don't know none of you niggas. And I'm jumping out on feet, but caught my first one out the window. And if we ain't DOA him, then he was fighting in a spittle. Seen shit walk him down, the gun jammed, he thought it was over. Melly died, a nigga got hit in his head, but God was over. Rock had put fin on niggas crazy cause he folded. Ten ain't had to say shit when he got that room, but he told it. Boy, this shit ain't new to me, I been spending on the ops. You niggas ain't kill shit, videos the only thing you drop. I'm a low-end terrorist, I really spit every block. Call me Druid Osama, I done went up on all the ops. That nigga dead, nobody care about what he did or what he said. Man, his homie killing ends, but shit, at least them niggas slid. I can't tell you what I did, no cap, cause most of them niggas dead. I can't tell you what I did, cause I'll probably be in the feds.
Every big fly.
I've been driving a cab here for 30 years, and I'm telling you, you don't walk around here at night. Yes, sir. It'll kill you and strip you in 10 seconds flat.
I'm a trophy round this bitch, nigga. They call me big homie. Master level, bro, you drop me, you get like 10 bodies. Payroll let you celebrate it. Don't be his 10 body. Undefeated heavyweight, nigga, I think I'm big baby. Half a brick, slapped it all grams, these horns go crazy. Slap his bitch, knock down his mans, Javante Davis. We hang niggas, cab the clan, come get your shit painted. Drop bodies and bags to plan, ain't nothing gon' change me. Rambo, I stand on my name, they know I pop shit. Dirty choppers at my mama house, she know we drop shit. Get in those streets, take will come with it. You bet not snitch, we slump shit everywhere in my city. I cannot flip. In the cell, 8 with his mans looking at his portrait. Like, damn, cuz, what happened to him? I know you salty. Sugar turn to shit, you get static with your partner. They start scratching with some pits. He can't shake up out that coffin. They was calling, trying to squash it. Don't want war with us. Mama house blew up. Dude got his noodle touched. At Geno's caught him lacking. Took my 40, smacked him up. Man, y'all lucky we is on camera. I'd have built your ass up. We started stepping around this bitch. I bet they vouch for it. Little niggas look up to me. Don't know we dropped they big homies. Out of town hunt niggas. I always got my stick on me. I took a life for niggas. Took some shit from me. Gangsters moving silence. We don't post nothing. I promote violence. They go smoke some. Shaquille O'Neal with an AR Gillos and go post up. My baby 24. R.I.P. Kobe. He gon' show up. Sit you next to Kobe, brother. Then scratch off doing donuts. Let Giants sleep. Why y'all won't come fuck with me? These niggas spinning around, think they tough as me. Shooting shit from up the street. How could you ever think that you had nuts like these? Gonna be another chapter in our killing spree. Payroll, how you catch me, bro? You go crazy, I'm still stepping though. Smack this shit while Hollis is back to back and watch his head come off. 19, he got bodies, a real gangster. Gang, I'm vouching for him. They know my name, I do this bitch for crushing shit. I ain't no local joke. Drop me, you gon' die. Bet my brother smoking shit, one of them niggas. Know my son gon' be a main character with his switch complete, not mission. You ain't right about your brother, but if I smack one of your bitches on camera, your pussy ass probably be laying in my bushes. We stay dangerous when in the chamber, bro. My mama raised a gangster. I'ma die dying. They gon' have my funeral at a stadium. It's us or y'all. I don't trust a soul. My city small, everybody related. Got cousins and brothers we don't know about. Lot of niggas getting money, I don't matter. Killers control the clout. I had static with millionaires when I was worth for ounce, couldn't get me dropped chopped, I still got my glizzy out. Jumping, I'll be getting down. We hit the whole city with choppers, don't come through here. Playing around, my papa shot my daddy, cause it's in my blood to slang his arm. Long way from 8 balls, all that money gon' put us over the top. If you ain't CAB, you a op. That's just how we rock, race killers in the ghetto, call out of town, they come through, pop your top, nigga. You a op, that's just how we rock, race killers in the ghetto, call out of town, they come through, pop your top.
I talked to say he told me killed him in my way. Bounce out on his block with Drake and Blast. He run, he done that chop, eat up his face. We do his and bounce back in them cars. We right back towards the 8. Bitches claim they love me, they just love that sack. I made her wait. We scratch out the scene and this bitch get the stream and this is straight. Ski on, they ain't see me. I'm dogging the demon past the Jake. Don't claim that you need me, you just want that cheese and I'm gonna make you wait. Threw her up and he went easy. Happy he grabbed a bait. They call me go cause I stand on all 10 and I go get shit done. I don't care about niggas. I could treat them boys just like my son. I pop out switch on me, FN on me, play, then you done. You know how we bounce out on your block, we hop out chopsticks, please don't run. Told that bitch she come suck me up, I might toss her some huns. We get bored, it ain't shit else to do, so we go on some hunts. We suit up, we go load up the clips, fuck the stick, grab the drum. Catch a face and I'm gon' whack her, put his bitch ass in that trunk. We gon' spin, it's like 3 o'clock, but we ain't tired. One of my brothers jump your gate and you play crazy, then you die. Let's play faces red, I keep telling 30, don't join the lie. Lil D chases ass, brought my twin cause we get real salami. I put that gin up to his face, he closed his eyes. Lil folks got a face shot and somehow up to this damn day he's still alive. How your gun, nigga, cause this the rack and most just don't survive. Out that window with that jerko playing pros and cons slime. We chase face cars, I heard that ESO come with like 10. We gon' still take that little scrap fuck if it's Gokes, Lock or a gin. I love Ben Frank, I think me and bro could be best friends. Heard he died for this gang, I bet he won't do that again. Switchy smack his face, Drench switching lanes, watch how this go. Niggas ain't any blunt, they scraps, let's be for real, them boys some hoes. We hit Parnell so much at this point, I'ma just say we own it. How they say they spinning blocks, we spin they blocks, they ain't even on them. We ride AMGs and tracks, ain't none stolen. Drakes up on our trail, we give them hell, we forever rolling. Catch a face, we leave them bait. For that pay, no throwaways. F&N's and Drakes, leave them late. Tavy demon time, no time to wait. Fredo Twinno, we grew up on the 8. We some headhunters for that paper. Call them 6 in the morning like pop out, we got a face. Caught that face, SRT track talk, no matter, we getting away. Fuck the Jakes, fuck the steak. E-way barely touch my brake. After we fuck, you gotta get up. Hell no, you can't touch my face. Keep my Drake, SRT, we dogging down the whole 8. Lil' Rob called me like pop out, we got it straight. Now we straight.
Hey man, say man, bitch. Shout out to all the real men, real bitches, you dig? You know? Shout out my boy MTB. Lusky. That's crazy. Shout out to my nigga Shano. What up, my nigga Armando Lopez? Shout out to my nigga BB, we in this bitch. Shout out to my nigga a lot of Gems and Pool Loaded. Hey man, we busted like a mad rush with no repercussion, bitch. And we I don't think they're Auburn Gresham. I don't think they're Gresham. And I'm happy they not. Cause I don't fuck with Stain City for real. But I used to fuck with a few niggas over there. Shout out to my nigga Murphy. Shout out to it was Murphy from over there. What's his name? Not Dylan. What the fuck is that nigga name? I don't know, bro. I know a few niggas from Stain City. And I shot a few niggas from Stain City. But that's here nor there, right? We finna get right into this shit, man. We finna get into this hood vlog. And this is not the show that I planned on doing either. This was a whole nother show. But then I seen Baba on Instagram, and he was promoting this video. And I said, oh, shit. Let's do that. Oh, that's Ashburn? Good, that's Ashburn. Yeah, I knew they wasn't Gresham. Yeah. So, yeah, bro. And we was finna do a whole nother show, and I seen that. And I changed it in the midst of the intro. So if you clicked it, think you're finna watch something else, haha, bitches, I got you. Haha, got you. That's what shit my daughter would be like. She would like, haha, I told you. I'm like she's an asshole. All right. We're gonna get it busting. Tripping. I was fucking up. I fucked something up for a minute. I just got to fix it. All right, now that I fixed that, see now I can see myself. I couldn't see myself for a minute. I don't know what was wrong with it. Technology is dumb. Where's technology? This ain't shit new about no technology. If you think technology new, you sleep. We had the same shit since the 1400s. Let's get it busting.
You know when you touch right here, you gotta reach 2,400 to play with us.
Oh my God, these niggas still hang at the bus barn on 79. Bro, these niggas been hanging at, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I used to hang on the bus stop on 79 too. Not they bus stop. Between Ashland, Paulina, Marshfield, and on Ashland, I play on all four corners. You know what I'm saying? I mostly used to be on GVO corner, the one at Bear Courage Exchange. But you usually catch me at the one, I used to be on all four corners, but the Courage Exchange, I be on that one the most. In the gas station, I used to be at that one. Then I used to be at the one on AFC. You know what I'm saying? What an AFC church. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going towards Forest City. But these niggas they been hanging. Bro, do you know how many niggas got shot? Bro, these niggas get sprayed down. Bro, 10 people got shot at this bus barn before. Like, niggas be getting fucked up right here, bro. A lot of people that got shot right here. Damn. That's how these niggas hang on the bus stop? Okay. Well, at least they outside, right?
EBK, we drop the rakes, we slam everything. If you don't with us, we'll get into it with your ass.
Whatever came up, we up on that bitch. That's all I know.
We ain't give a what it was. You got it, we want it, we take it.
But regardless what it is, what's the brotherhood?
Niggas in tour of money, bro. Go get y'all some money, bro.
Niggas be chasing all that internet shit. This what we
one
be
more
on,
time.
man. Get some money. Look.
We out here getting money, bro. All the day.
Bro, they really ain't no money, gang. But I used to like that Chinese restaurant. I don't know if it's still over there, but it was a Chinese restaurant right there in that motherfucking in that little shopping mall. And that Chinese restaurant was decent. I bless you. It bless you. It wasn't fucking with the one on St. Nathan Halstead though, next to that Sharks. But this one was good too. You know what I mean? Shrimp fried rice, a couple pieces of chicken, and a strawberry kiwi mystic. Oh my God!
Too white, man.
Bang!
Too white, big too white.
Look, dude, man. Free bees. Look, dude, man. Free.
Hold on, let me see what
Too
that
white,
is.
man.
Too white, big too white.
Look, dude, man. Free bees.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Your damn homie. Don't play with him, Mr. Disrespect.
Mill 79.
I know that ain't who I think it is, bro. Let me see a bigger picture of it.
All platforms, man.
You know, it better not be who the fuck I think it is on that picture, bro.
Inglewood, out west, over east, all down west.
We don't no other hood, none of that W Craig, man, 7900, 2400, none of that other shit. Bro, you try to come over here while we live with Bobby, you're not gonna be alive no more.
Live with Baba TV, man. Who we got
They
with us today?
They got a J&J's over here. Oh man, this could very well be, bro. This J&J's probably the old Chinese restaurant, bro. Ah man, they ain't turned the Chinese spot to a J&J's, my nigga. Ah man.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Let them know where we at with it though.
We on 79 west, man.
You got me shaking my. What happened?
Oh yeah.
Well, we watching this thing city. He said they in Ashburn, boy.
Let us know like how it was.
He said that restaurant closed. Bro, you knew what I was talking about too, bro. Damn, that restaurant closed. Damn, I used to love that restaurant. Yeah, you know it's my side of town, man. I'm a few blocks away, you know? It's too fucking cold. I had niggas outside gang banging.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But yeah.
He said I'm a
y'all
Calypso
was
man.
what was like
Hey,
going
Calypso's
on
banging.
there,
I just started
Ashburn
fucking with Calypso
community.
not too long ago. They actually decent.
Trying to get some money, trying to figure some shit else. Shit. It ain't nothing else to do but just
He
trying to
said,
figure
yeah,
some shit
a
out.
couple
Trying to
blocks
ride
down,
some motherfucking
Chicago
family.
line, Mexican.
Figure some shit out.
Okay. But when y'all was like growing up, was Ashburn like starting to like fade into like black community? And
Yeah. But like this area, it's like a little different. You know, like we, like the last block past west, like we did at the last block of the trenches for real towards this way. Except for like MOB and all that.
Artesian and shit.
KTV, the little Mexicans by Vogue and all
You
that.
talking about artesian and shit. Like, you talking about down that way.
KGBs, y'all know, do y'all be in contact with them or not?
Nah, hell no. That's the area, this the area motherfuckers been in. Like, this our shit. Like, we known from Inglewood, out west, over east, all down western, all types of shit. You know, like, you know.
Oh, okay. Most definitely.
Hold the fuck on. When did Stain City niggas think they that? Bro, my whole life, I'm gonna say my whole gangbang career, Stain City been victims. Stain City been victims. Now, I know a couple of these niggas, but my brother used to beef with them. RP my brother T-Time. See, BBG used to go at it hard with Stain City. Shout out to my nigga Booney Mo. My nigga Booney Mo used to give these niggas the belt when we was shorties. I ain't gonna lie. I remember one time, I think Murphy slid back, pulled up, shot out the car. I don't think he hit nobody. I think Murphy pulled up and blew. He blew that bitch down. But Stain City been... me, Roy, and Lil Lenny from Terradome BBG. We walked from Forest City Mall, right? Late night. The mall closed. We didn't walk through the McDonald's and the drive-thru, tried to get food, all types of shit. They wouldn't serve us because we on feet in the drive-thru. We had money. They wouldn't even serve us, right? We get to Stain City, right? It's a little nigga, short, ugly motherfucker outside. Fucked up teeth, right? I forgot his name. He one of them niggas. He one of them niggas now, I heard. You know what I'm saying? I think he got killed, if he dead or not now. It was him and a few more niggas, right? He had the mics on. Folks, I bust him in his shit. He ran up on a porch. I beat him. We took his shoes off the porch. We took his shoes from him. In their own hood. Then me, Lil Lenny, and Roy walked to Terradome. Then I chill with them for a minute. Then I walked my ass to Killer Ward. By myself. With the shoes that I just took from that nigga. No, not that Roy. No, not my brother. RP my brother Roy. Not that Roy. We talking about he Stone. He Bang Bang Gang. He Terradome. It was me, Lil Lenny, and it was me. No, RP my nigga Peanut. Peanut was with us too. It was me, Peanut, Lil Lenny, and Roy. On my mama. RP my nigga Peanut. I think Peanut got killed in Stain City. Keep it real. I think Peanut got killed in Stain City. RP my nigga Nut, nigga. Fuck Stain City, nigga. Yeah. And we took a nigga's shoes. We took his shoes. I took his shoes. I took his shoes. And you know the fucked up part? I don't think I could fit him either. That's some hating ass shit. I took his mics and I don't think I could fit him. I tried to smash my feet in them niggas' shoes. I was walking around looking like a ballerina. I think I gave the shoes to Balo. I think I gave him to Balo. I couldn't fit him. I tried. I was walking around that bitch like a ballerina. The only reason I ever go to Chicago is for Molly and Nick's Gyros. My boy. Now you a real member. Hey, that's two things I want. Ecstasy pills and Knicks. That's it.
But would y'all say like y'all hood and like MOB hood, like one of the the only low income areas in this
low income areas? Hey, fool laughing next to.
This way it's like, I don't know, I can't really say
Would y'all say it's low?
Nah, Stain City they GDs.
It is, but it ain't type. It's like
they used to be GDs. I don't know what they is now.
You know how they move over here, Section 8, depending on how you know. Cause some more own their cribs and shit over there instead of renting. You know.
Yeah, I feel you though. But yeah, though, how many years of
You say you're not supposed to walk around with a dead man kicks on.
It's like 20 plus.
Shit. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I done walked around a lot of dead nigga shoes, boy. My cousin Dion, RP my cousin Dion. Nigga, he was vice lord for 76 in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? He died. He left 1,000 pair of shoes. Bro, every day I already had a lot of shoes, but I wore all the shoes that was in one of his spots. I walked around. He had 5s, 3s, 4s, and I couldn't eat. And this shit was a little too big for me. You think I give a fuck? I wore them bitches. Rocka. He had ACG boots. Nigga, he had the motherfucking, what's the shoes everybody was wearing? Damn, bro. They were like Steve Madden's, but they wasn't Steve Madden's. What's them shoes like Steve Madden's, bro? What? Everybody was wearing. Boy, I thought it was a roach on me, boy. I thought it was my old spot, boy. Yeah, it was just my head. What's them shoes they used to be like? Yeah. Yo, my cousin used to go to St. Rita's. My cousin Dre used to go to St. Rita, play football over there. Not Palladiums. What the name was them shoes, bro? They used to be like Steve Madden's. They was like Steve. They was something like Steve Madden's, bro. Nah, yeah, he Kohans, but you getting close. What else? Not Kohans. It's something else. Havana Jones on GDN. He had them Havana Jones. He had a few of them bitches. He on GDN, folks. He had the Havana Jones. The green, orange pill, all of that shit, boy. Oh, my mama. My cousin died and left me that shit. Boy, I was already flexing. Going to school, gold chains and shit. Nigga, he died. I had his gold chains. He had 3-4 phones. I had his phones. Avocado, my boy. Ben, where you been, boy? Bro, when I tell you my cousin died, RP my cousin, he died in the shootout. Nigga, this shit, so, I don't even want to talk about it, but, it's so fucked up in Iraq. How this shit go. One of my cousin's daddy was on the hit that killed my cousin. On my mama. On my mama, folk. That's how fucked up this shit get. He said, old white man shoe on my mama, them Havana Joes on my mama. You already know. Gee, my cousin had me laced. He took all the Coogee. Gee, this nigga had so much shit, folk. Gee, my cousin had so much shit on my mama. Gee, when the nigga died, he left 12 cars, all types of shit, folks. I was already stunting. But when my cousin got killed, folk, it was over with. The nigga had on 87 in Cottage Grove, in them apartments over there, in one parking lot, every car was his. Every car was his. RP my cousin Dion, a.k.a. D-Block, man. Real CVL, man. Shout out to all the Vice Lords over there, man. All the Vice Lords over there. RP my cousin Sean. RP my cousin Corey, on my mama. RP my cousin Dion. Man, shout out to all the Lords over there, man. I love y'all. Y'all know that. On my mama. Miss you, G. Good to see you doing good in 2026. You know that. Those came a long way. Gang, gang, gang. We in this bitch, man.
There's like 20 plus around this bitch, bro. 20. That's GSCG, man.
This nigga said 10.
What's the game, man?
Hey, the funny part, you gotta remember, G, I'm from a few blocks away, right? And when we watch videos from niggas in my area, it don't matter if they ops, goofies, or not. If they from the area, I know them, right? But I always tell y'all, I don't know nothing past Damon. People thought all along, I know probably 4 niggas down here, right? A couple of them mom and pop. I know Murphy because Murphy was a gangster. He used to be from he was a gangster a little bit. I ain't gonna lie on Murphy. Murphy was a gangster. Murphy, and was that nigga Tywin? What's the other nigga name from Stain City? His name was Tywin or Tyron. Tyron on the G. Tyron was from Stain City. It was Tyron, Murphy, and I forgot this little name. I popped this little ass, bro. What is his name, gang? He was a little short nigga, folk. He'd be shooting dice and trying to rob niggas. He from the low end. And he flipped Stain City. I popped the shit out of his little ass. I forgot his name. And I broke his brother's nose. Oh my mama, I forgot shorty name. Hey, nah, this video just started for real. They just started for real. On the G. This just started for real. I just started this. Damn, folk. On my mama, G. But on some real shit, G. I don't know these guys. Like I was saying, I be knowing niggas, G. It don't matter if they goofies or not, if they from around the area. But I told you, I don't really know nobody past Damon, gang. All I know is Murphy, Tywin. What is his name, G? Lil Will on the G. Lil Will. He was a little black ass nigga from down there. Lil Will. He was a little badass motherfucker from Stain City, boy. Lil fucking Will, gang. Lil Will. He was a little short, bad, disrespectful motherfucker. He was probably 7, 8 years old. He used to be shooting dice, breaking niggas, G. Bro, he got like 10 or 11. That nigga, my grandma said, little boys can't come on my porch. He said, whatever that bitch said. I said, what you say, little nigga? I bust him in his shit. His brother said, that's my brother. I bust his brother in his nose. That nigga, his brother nose was like this, nigga. Broke. I headbutt that nigga nose. Boom. What the fuck call my grandma a bitch? On my mom, I'm sitting on the porch, bro. I'm listening to an iPod Nano. That's how you know it's back in the day. I got an iPod Nano on GDN. Hey, do your research on niggas listening to an iPod Nano. I'm on the porch listening to an iPod Nano. It's cold as hell outside. I see a big van pull up. Niggas open the van. Up. I ain't even blood, just up. The van, they closed the door and kept riding. I'm like, who the fuck is that? I took my AirPod out. I'm like, oh, that's them niggas from down there. Them niggas bitches. I sat back down, got to listen to my iPod Nano on GDN, folks. On the balls, folks. I never forget that night. They pulled right up on me too, G. I'm on that bitch. Banging the iPod Nano, sitting on the porch. But I don't know none of these niggas though, bro.
That's Lil Dude, man. Lil Dude Day, man.
You know that? Long live Lil Dude.
That's to be my brother, man.
I don't know who that is, man.
He died in a car accident today.
Damn.
When that was? 4-5 years ago?
But yeah, though, how y'all?
I want to see his
how did the
picture,
name
gang.
Stain City, like, you know, come about?
I can't really say. He probably
Shit. Robbing, motherfucker. Sure.
Stain City came from robbing motherfuckers. Who, gang? Nah, I ain't gonna sit here and bap on Stain City, gang. My whole life they've been professional victims. When we was shorties, they didn't have a name. We didn't know who they was. I remember when niggas started hanging out their game, it used to be like not a complete fashion. I forgot the name of the shoe store. They had fake mics and clothes over there. That's when niggas started hanging over there, gang. And then the number one stunners was farther down. I don't think that was Stain City. Was that Stain? I think the number one stunners bike club, like they was like the Chicago Rough Riders. I think they shit was over there in Stain City, I want to say. I think that was. I think number one stunners was in over there, bro. But it really wasn't nobody. It wasn't shit going on over there. But when they started game banging, it was getting belted by the Dome. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Terror Dome was putting belt to these niggas, gang. Like, these niggas was victims. Then they got into it, the Quiet and all type shit. They talking about they didn't fuck with MOB, but back in the day, these niggas was clicked with MOB. Like, what? Them niggas down on RT shit, they used to ride with these niggas, bro. Like, what we talking about? Now he's like, oh, I don't know them. We don't know them niggas. Well, y'all niggas used to be eating dick with them niggas. What are you talking about?
Big folks them used to be robbing motherfuckers.
They be eating dick with them niggas, boy.
Taking all that. Kicking dogs.
This what they always hang on that bus stop, G.
Break the window. Get us some money, shorty. That gangbanging came later down the line. Stand on
Bro, is that nigga a Mexican, bro? But like, they hang with King them, ain't it?
But you know when you touch right here, you gotta reach 2,400 to play with us. Hey, what they tell y'all ass back in the day, that internet shit, y'all ass stool pitch.
Though, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to ask, since y'all heard GDs, that's what like the internet label.
They used to be GDs.
That's what it really is, though, but it's like now.
It's a mix of us.
Man, we drop the brakes, we slam everything. If you don't fuck with us, we'll get into it with your ass.
Bro, he gonna be dead as hell. Man, we drop the brakes, if you don't like us, we gonna get into it with you. You gonna be the next nigga sitting on that bus stop in the cutout, nigga. They gonna be taking pictures of yo. You gonna be the next nigga on sitting on the cutout. They ain't gonna probably get a cutout of your bitch ass. Man, we gonna get into it with your ass. You gonna get into it, nigga don't fuck with y'all? What the fuck? That's some gay shit. You don't like this, you don't like the beef, the beef. You hanging at the bus stop, nigga. Bro, I done seen 10 niggas get shot at that bus stop before. At one time. 10 people. Bro, y'all niggas is broke. This nigga just had $100 counting in front, flip the money back over, Bro, y'all niggas ain't got no fucking money. And I ain't saying like I'm the richest nigga, but look what the fuck y'all doing. You hanging on the bus stop, my nigga. It's 2026 and you on a bus stop. Look at that shit reinforced. Bro, this bitch gets shot up so much. Look what they had to put over the fucking glass, nigga. Y'all niggas is goofy.
The works, we slam everything. If you don't fuck with us, we'll get into it with your ass.
So regardless what it is, what's a brotherhood in another day?
Okay. So growing up, y'all went to like the hood school too?
Yeah, I went to
Oh my, at one time, 10 niggas got popped in that same spot at one time, bro. Well, I wouldn't hang with these niggas for all kings. King Midas Silver, nigga.
Rosenwald, Bogan, every elementary.
Oh, he said he went to Scott Joplin, boy. He was in the ward going to school, huh?
Rosenwald, Bogan.
That boy was in Auburn Gresham going to school. That boy somewhere.
Every elementary school to this bitch.
Yeah, that nigga's a Mexican, boy. I went to CY and DY. I wasn't there for no time, gang. CYDI is right there on 79th and Union. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's still right there, but it used to be right on 78th and Union. You know?
Right there on like Union.
See?
Yeah.
Told you.
So growing up, what year was
I used to go there
like
too.
Ashboro was like the most turned?
I've been booked for 10 years.
16 was like, yeah.
That was, he was booked for 10 years. What's bad luck, ain't it?
Doing that thing. Yeah, we used to
Oh, I ain't gonna lie.
If
If a nigga did 10 years, I'm not coming back to hang on the bus stop. I get the fuck out of here.
Don't play with him, Mr. Disrespect.
What?
Y'all want to tell us about y'all homie wife?
You said your homie is Mr. Disrespectful. Bro, I think you disrespected him. You put a picture of him in a frame and set him on a bus stop. Bro, how? Nigga, that's low life shit. Also, you need to do a next pack prediction. Reaction for Baba videos. You know what? I haven't did that in a while, but you know I will though. You know what I'm saying? You know I will. Bro, I know Luther South is one of them schools over there. My sister used to go to Luther. She graduated. My sister Nene graduated from Luther South over there. My sister went to school over there in Luther South. That school was ass, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that school, they looked at ass. Bro, you see what I'm saying? Folks, that's so disrespectful. You frame him and hang him up at a bus stop. I was supposed to go to Scott Joplin. Yeah. Oh, boy, I'm a Clara Barton baby, boy. Hey, we used to go up to Joplin and beat they ass. Boy, I went to Barton. You know what I'm saying? I'm from 78. I went to Barton, G. We used to beat them Joplin kids' ass. We used to fuck them up in basketball, and we used to beat their ass in fighting. You know what I'm saying? We used to fuck their ass up, gang.
Don't play with him, Mr. Disrespect.
Y'all want to tell us about y'all homie white folks, though? I be hearing his name getting honored a lot.
Too white.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Too White, man.
Too White, big Too White. This tatted on him. My homie Donut.
Who is? I don't know who that nigga is.
Right over there, in that lot right over there, bro.
You see what I'm saying? What I tell y'all, professional victims. He said, hey man, you see he died right there in that lot right there. Yeah, we get smoked right here on this bus stop in that lot right there. Right there. Right there. Right there.
My homie Donut.
He died right there.
Right over there, in that lot right over there, bro.
Bro, they closed the gas station down, bro. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. We used to swerve in that gas station when I was a kid, gang. Like, we used to always swerve in that gas station, folks. As an adult, not too much. But, like, they closed the G station. It's crazy, bro.
Rest in peace, Juice. Brother died in that gas station right there.
Belt is all they saying. Belt is all they saying. Dead nigga on the bus stop, dead nigga in the lot. Bad nigga in here, dead nigga in the pop. Dead nigga over here, dead nigga right there. Belt. What did I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all Stain City been victims the whole fucking time? Nobody on 83rd and Damon? Nah. No, my cousin used to stay over there. Nobody over there. Nobody but Thoughts. You can say it's Smashville, but that's not Smashville. The Dome right there, they don't be right there on 83rd. The folks don't be. They don't pick up till you go to like Woods or Hermitage. When you go towards O'Harland Park. That's where the folks at. The Mo's don't pick up to 87. 87, that's where the Mo's gonna be. So right there on 83rd, nobody's right there. Nobody's right there. Nobody but old people over there. And I think, what the fuck is that big swole dude name? He be fucking his daughter. He a big swole muscle nigga, bro. He had a baby by his daughter, Cece. I think he was fucking the shit out of his daughter, Cece. He got a Cece pregnant. He be with Selena and them. Selena, Cece, Kiki, all them hoes be together. He be fucking the shit out of his daughter. Weird shit. Hey, them niggas in belt. What these niggas get belt. These niggas been getting a belt they whole life, gang. I can promise you, gang. Bro, bro, you know I'm from. I know everybody around this bitch, gang. On my mama.
Rookie ass Facebook shooting right here. They bounced out right here, gang. 3 deep. Bounced out 3 deep. Kill nobody. They ain't run nowhere, fool.
Man, you look at Nicky's right there. Them boys shut up a breakfast restaurant, which I was trying to scramble some eggs.
Hustling though, you know, we trying to get some money, fool. Pulling them out here.
You see what I'm saying? These niggas, this rookie shooting they did, I ain't gonna lie. They did, I don't know. I ain't know that breakfast spot was still open over there, bro. But like, they ain't Little Miss Muppets, bro. I thought, was that Little Miss Muppets right there? Little Miss Muppets was a hit. On GDN. Little Miss Muppets, I thought Little Miss Muppets was down there by Matheson's. I thought it was over there by Matheson's. But I think Little Miss Muppets was right there, folks. Little Miss Muppets was right there. Nate Breakfast was a hit back in the day, gang. Little Miss Muppets was a hit. But folks, these niggas is getting everything shot up. That's why everything closing. Folks, y'all niggas getting a belt and y'all still want to hang out. This is how you know that niggas just want to get some pussy, gang. You want to know why? Because the Western bus, it cuts off at a certain amount of time, right? So what that mean is you going to catch hoes walking, right? Then that 79th Street bus, the motherfuckers come from Solo Cup, right? They come from Solo Cup to the east side, right? So if they work at Solo Cup, you gonna see, some bitches coming from work, UPS, they got UPS right there, Bedford Park. They come from Bedford Park and Solo Cup. You feel me? So they trying to catch them some hoes. Then 79th Street run all night. But ain't too many bitches coming from that way to go east side. Not from fucking right where the fuck they at. Right? So they only hanging out there to meet bitches. So these niggas is getting a belt. They dying for pussy. They dying trying to meet bitches. Bro, it's below 20 degrees. And these niggas outside freezing their balls off trying to meet hoes on the bus stop. Meanwhile, all they homies is getting smoked around them.
Man, you look at Nicky's right there. Them boys shut up a breakfast restaurant, which I was trying to scramble some eggs.
Hustling though, we trying to get some money, fool. Pulling them out here. Y'all out here,
Yeah.
Every time we out here though, them thousands.
He said it's gonna be an 83rd creative players. Hey, swear to God. Swear to God. Oh, them boys got them poles out there. Man, I hope y'all keep them bitches on y'all. Y'all be getting blitzed.
Dame and the kids down there almost.
Dame and the kids, he.
79th to 83rd.
Damon to Cicero.
Damon to Cicero. What the fuck is these belt man talking about? Damon. Just cause the Dome don't be be out there. No, Damon. Y'all niggas don't go no fucking Damon. Y'all don't leave that fucking bus stop, gang. Bro, they do not leave that bus stop. They don't leave that bus stop. When the fuck do they hang on Damon? Hey, look, I can bet my bottom dollar. If them niggas, I wouldn't even want Baba to put himself in fucking danger with these goofies. If they woke they dumb ass to Damon the Great Stakes, I promise you one of them niggas ain't gonna make it back. For one, they stay in city, right? That means they ops going that way is Terror Dome and Killer Ward. Killer Ward and Terror Dome, we both don't fuck with y'all. So if y'all go past Damon and we see y'all niggas coming off Western, y'all gonna die before you reach Oakley. The fuck are you talking about? Y'all ain't gonna even make it to Damon. They gonna get smoked on Hamilton. Hoyne. They gonna get smoked on... Man, stop playing. They not gonna fucking make it to Damon. Boy, them boys better stop playing like they don't... Man... Woo-saw.
79th to 83rd.
Wherever motherfucker Damon to Cicero, we'll take over. Wherever we gonna go for real.
Oh, okay.
Look.
Whoa, I gotta put that in there.
Going on, man. Going on.
3 days later, 2 men found shot dead in that Range Rover. Y'all niggas is clowns. Clowns. Clowns.
Is y'all still cool? Is y'all cool with MOB or not?
MOB, no. We ain't even finna speak of block at all. We ain't put nobody, we ain't tour nobody.
Bro, y'all used to dick suck MOB. When they used to get into a Terror Dome and Quiet Money back in the day, them niggas used to... Bro, we ain't even finna play like that, gang. Them niggas used to dick suck MOB. I don't know why they fell out with them niggas. That ain't my business. I don't give a fuck about any of them. But I'm saying, everybody know them niggas be dick sucking MOB. Like, we ain't gonna do that.
None of that.
We ain't gonna do none of that.
We don't need no AA, my dear. Come on.
Okay.
Now y'all don't need no AA.
Like motherfucker out here, man, this shit over with.
Okay.
Y'all niggas don't need no AA.
Connected with certain motherfuckers. We ain't connected with blocks. Like, you might be cool with one motherfucker, 2 motherfuckers, not everybody.
Folks that they don't even run the bus stop. I remember when seeing the 10 milli used to be like seeing a leprechaun.
And then I see...
You say, pull up the map. Pull up the map. Hold on, man. We gotta see something, bro. Broski say, pull up the map. Alright, let's see what we got. I don't think they updated it, bro. It's a new year. You see what I'm saying? It's a new year. You feel what I'm saying? Damn, bro. Auburn Gresham, we already got a double homicide. That's kind of crazy. Chicago Lawn, Inglewood. You see what I'm saying? Them niggas would be next to us. Damn. How many murders so far? Not too many murders. Chicago, crime is down. Crime is down. Look at this. Everything good. Look, look. See how? Look, everybody. Look at this list. Look at this map, y'all. Look at this map. This is February. Check this out. This is February. We gonna come back in September and see what it looks like. We gonna come back in June and see what this look like. Remember I said this. This is February. We gonna come back in June and see what this map look like. We gonna see what this map look like in June. We gonna see what the map look like in June. Right? Let's see. 2025. Let's look. Where the fuck was it at? I think that'd be up top. I ain't gonna lie. This don't even look like bad. These be worse. Look, and this is crazy. This is the Ashburn area, right? Check this out. I'm finna blow your mind, right? Look at this. You see that? This is them. the one murder they did, you know what I'm saying? It's them. It's them, bro. It's them. That's right there. You see that? You get it? You leave out of Auburn Gresham. And then, boop, there they go. That's that bus stop right there. That's their bus stop. You see what I'm saying? We already know what's going on right here. We already know. Killer Ward, we all fucked up. A-Tray in Foster Park. That's right here. That's Foster. That's A-Tray. It's the Ward. You know what I'm saying? We all know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? This Torres Racing, the 75th, 76. You know what I mean? We all know what's going on, bro. We ain't gotta talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Internet shit is what we be on, man. Get out the internet, get some money. Get out the internet, get some money.
Put this right here real quick.
Get some money. Get out the internet, get some money. Look. Get out the internet, get some money, but this is what we do. What them grades?
Caltech.
Yeah. Long live Bill, long live Lil Mo, man.
How many rappers?
We that RP who?
Yeah. Long live Bill, long live Lil Mo, man.
They said, I thought he said Will. Oh, that Lil Will
How
dead?
many rappers we got though from like Stain City though?
I know what's going on, man. You know what's going on. Melly Mail 79.
Even Woodline had more. Look at Westline. Hold on. Now I gotta see. What did Westline have? Because I didn't even see y'all comment. Westline got one body. Well, it's at the cusp. It's right at the cusp of Westline too. So you say two. You know what I'm saying? These is some pretty nice neighborhoods. You good? What you looking at? You know bullshit, is it?
All platforms, you know what's going on.
Tell me y'all Instagram name, J-Ball.
J from 79, man.
Mail from the 79 underscore, man. You know how to
WD Lil Mac 79 underscore.
Bro, that nigga look like a great value. What's that nigga name from Bloodhound? The stinky nigga. You know, like a real vert type.
From the 79 underscore, man. You know how to
WD Lil Mac 79 underscore.
High speed underscore Duckmo, man.
For sure.
But don't get it wrong, my boys ain't no rappers. We just be telling y'all niggas something. We talking for the trenches.
Yeah.
Bro said that's the gun Scraphead.
Like his hood name, like
Yeah, that's
that's
the old Caltech. That's what I thought it was.
BC ain't been rapping in a minute. BC
Shit,
got too
Face
much money
Swirl
for
versus
all that,
Baco
man.
hood.
For sure.
BC got too much
The
money.
most famous one.
I used to
Probably Western. I know that low end died it. The fuck up in the night. Oh, for sure. Okay. Hard ass bread, I bet. Them the only cross Western hoods that was really active.
What's going on?
Doing cross Western for real. It's a Glock. That Glock. Is that why they pouring? What? Why are y'all pouring? Hold on. Why is they pouring? Why y'all wetting up the guns? Bro, this y'all niggas gonna Hey yo, in Inglewood and Auburn Gresham, this would be a no-fly. Do we bury guns? Yes. Do shit like that? Yes. Do we pour alcohol and juice on our guns? Hell no, bitch. My life depends on this gun. That's just like me right now. I pour Don Julio all on my Glock. Why? What do I get from that? Y'all, them niggas do not value their guns, gang. That's y'all life, nigga. Like, I guess y'all don't live and die by that bitch for real. They started attaching that on their name literally a couple years ago, right? Yeah, BB know. BB from over there. BB know for sure. Bro, why are they doing that to the weapons? They in the cemetery or what? Is they in the cemetery? They in the cemetery, ain't they?
Put the light on. Let's do it.
Did y'all kill something about that, man? Y'all better kill some shit about. If y'all ain't drink no blood about him, gang, you throwing pipes on the ground and putting his picture in don't mean nothing, gang. If ain't nobody died behind him, gang, y'all just showing out for what? Meanwhile, the niggas that killed him sitting back laughing. I'm gonna keep it real. All these pipes, so many pipes, those not even a lot of guns. But that's probably what, 4 or 5 guns, gang? Folk, I'm from Killer Ward. We keep 2 guns apiece. 4 or 5 guns, that's 2 niggas, bro. That's 2 niggas. I used to keep 2 guns on me in 05, 06. What the fuck is 2 guns, gang? As a grown man, I keep 50 shots, a pistol, and I keep a Draco at all times. I keep 2 guns at me. It still is a dope. I play this bitch like Warzone, nigga. Well, I play this shit like Warzone.
Put the light on. Let's do it.
But back then, though, we used to see one of y'all rappers. I think it was King Beast. He had like a song with Sosa and GBE back in like 2012 and stuff. Y'all,
What about it?
I was just asking, do y'all still be keeping up with like GBE sometimes, like Glow Gang and Sosa and them?
No, we don't fuck. Both them cousins and shit like that.
Yeah, I heard that. So it's true, like King Beast related to like Ball Out and Anthony Davis or not?
Yeah, that's his cousin now.
Oh, okay. And then, so how long you been rapping for though, my boy?
Hey, Bug, can you bring me a water real quick, man? Hey, bro, it's really time for you to go to sleep. So after you bring me that water, it's time to lay it down, bro. Thank you, man. Hey, give me that phone. It's time to go sleep. Hey, bro, y'all want to know a fun fact? I'm going to tell y'all a crazy story, right? If you don't believe me, ask somebody 40-something, 50 years old, right? 40-something. Ask somebody older than me if you don't believe me. If you put your phone on charger, it's over there. All right, that used to be Killer Ward back in the day. Oh. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Killer Ward used to be from Halsted to Western. From Halsted to Western. Killer Ward used to be from Halsted to Western. So the other side of the nation, Traytown, Mactown, RMG, G-Ville, Terradome was all Killer Ward. Boom. From 75th to 85th. The old niggas will say 87, right? But I'm going to say to 85th. Smashville was Killer Ward as well. Before Rock Island is that way. Like, Rock Island is on Racine. Rock Island always been hooks. The hooks always been down in Rock Island. On my mama. That's how big the war was. Now, how we broke up, well, there's a whole lot of backdoor shit going on. R.P. Papa G. See, I learned the history from the niggas that was there. I learned the history from the niggas that was there. And Papa G, he was a GD from Inglewood. Shorty G, Papa G. I learned the history from all them niggas. See what I'm saying? And Killer Ward was that big, gang. We was from Halsted to Western. We was a big neighborhood. All that was Killer Ward. I know Rock Island niggas. I know them. We didn't really beef with them too much, but we shorties. We used to fight them a little bit. We used to fight the foes in the complex a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Brotherville, we never had no smoke with Brotherville. I didn't even know what Brotherville was. I think I watched one of your hood vlogs, gang, and some niggas was talking about Brotherville. When we was shorties, niggas say, I didn't know where Brotherville was. I never knew what Brotherville was, gang. I used to hear Brotherville. I'd be like, what the fuck is that? Like, that was a hood I never, like, I didn't really hear them. I didn't know them. You know, my daddy from Red City, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know I never knew what Brotherville was. Brotherville is maybe like, yeah, on my balls. When I heard this talk, bro, I said, what the fuck is, when I watched it, I said, what the fuck is Brotherville? I said, because I used to say that. Like, I didn't know, I never knew where that was, gang. I'm like, where the fuck is that at? I never knew where that was at. Go back.
It's like little 5 months, little 6 months, 7 months, something like
that. Just show you I never beat them. Like we never had no run-ins with them.
All platforms, man. You know
we never had no run-ins with them.
How you be making your songs?
I be writing. Everybody doing that freestyle shit, going to the studio, wasting their money, wasting their time. That shit. We stop doing that shit. Everybody doing that shit. They know what's going on.
What type of music you trying to make, though, my boy?
I got some shit for these young kids. You want to go spank something, go do what you do. I got some shit for that. Got some shit for the hoes, you know. Get what they love. Whatever going on, man.
He said got some shit for the. Hey, that's how you know we Chicago niggas. We don't say it. We got women. We got music for the ladies, for the women. We say, man, we got shit for the hoes. Hey, folks, we just play that shit for the hoes. Hey, that's how we talk for real, though, bro. When we talk, big mother be like, yeah, I just respectful. Nah, bitch, that's what it is. The hoes, nigga. What you gonna say? Hey, this is for the queens out there. Nah, that's for the hoes, boy. That's for the hoes, gang. That's what they for the hoes.
No dumb.
That's just how we talk.
Who influenced you with this shit, though?
My big brother, my blood big brother, he really was rapping first and shit like that.
Okay. So it's like
Ain't about no money, nah, I can't hear you, nigga. Ain't about no money, nah, fuck talking why, I'm more familiar now. Piss all over his headstone when he gone. Who you think walking down? They just started coming out. We been making noise out here. Now I ain't talking about rapping, I'm talking about clapping. I'm the one started this at 16, let them chop around. 17 got bigger visions. I seen they would help me out. 18.
Hold on, bro. Don't get the bapping in front of your homie picture. Because that nigga in heaven looking down like. Y'all niggas ain't kill nobody from you, folk. Y'all niggas ain't spanking nothing, folk. Why y'all lying down there, G? Y'all merch shit on me knowing y'all ain't spanking nothing for y'all brother, G. That nigga up there floating, looking down, bro. Why y'all nigga lying, folk? Y'all, bro, y'all, two murders in the whole Ashburn last year. So what y'all niggas going to spank ass in other areas? But y'all getting blew the fuck down where y'all be at all the time? Get the the fuck? I ain't buying that bapping, bro.
16 little chop around. 17 got bigger vision. I seen they would help me out. 18 minutes. I really they hate. I got paper now. They hate. I've been living fast and I'm not sitting in the drought. I just want to make it back. I gave my OG like that. Yeah, OG some of this shit too, man. No, always do this shit get grimy. Never thought they stick me out. Waiting perfect time. He picture perfect. Bring the AP out. He got flawless diamonds, but he nervous. It ain't adding up. Keep these niggas. They got purpose. I ain't changing up. I peep game this shit and they burn.
This nigga trying to shoot a free video with Baba?
Back on day stuff, they free bees and minutes. We get dirty. Shit about Benny. Creeping in the photo. Hold it automatic. Switch on me. Talk them out the photo. Call them in.
Got it, hold on.
I hope that snake bites you. I know it don't bite though, but I hope that snake bite that nigga.
We got 40 pounds of plates. I send bread to my niggas sling. Press 5 when they call. You know the wall. Know that free beats, man. We stand on that free beats. Free that man. Real life. Big easy, man. Don't let my OG, man. We been making noise out here. Now I ain't talking about rap, I'm talking about clap. I'm the one started this at 16, little chop around. 17 got bigger vision. I seen they wouldn't help me out.
You say niggas that definitely got called. You say that snake probably deveined. Niggas got Call of Duty load-offs, but ain't doing. Hey, look. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. One thing I can say about these years, right? Everybody got weaponry, right? If you on the block and y'all ain't got no good guns, what the fuck are y'all doing with yourself? I know a nigga right now work at McDonald's, and that nigga got switches, ARPs, and Drakes. Do he use them? But they look good when we put them on camera, though. You know, he pull that switch out. Hey, let my brother. Hey, brother, let. Oh, you'll think he out there drinking blood. Then he put that gun down. He put on his anti-slip shoes, and then he go right to work. You want a Big Mac, or an extra fry, and 2 McDoubles. That's what he do. 2 McDoubles, 2 fry, and a large drink milkshake. Hey, what my milkshake? What my milkshake? Is that my McDoubles? That my McDoubles? But you gonna think he a killer though? He gonna get, hey, brother, hey, look, brother, I got that shit, brother. You gonna think he a little blood drinker? Then he gonna go to work. Then he gonna go home. He gonna be normal. Then he gonna get on FaceTime. He gonna get on Instagram. Hey, brother, look, bro, we got that. He gonna put on that performance again. Everybody got him, but some gonna die with him. Some gonna be doing the work, and some gonna take pics on IG. That's a for sure. But only thing this changed, right? Because back in the day, niggas had bullshit guns, decent guns. Who gave a fuck, right? Now you gotta really take that risk to bell out in front of a nigga, right? Because it's some blocks outside really playing Call of Duty. They got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guns, 3, 4 guns apiece, 2 switches, ARPs. Them little niggas got guns on their sweaters already. We used to keep our guns in my sleeve. I used to have my sleeve rolled up like this with a 40 in it. What up, folks? I shake up GD with a 40 in my hand. In my pelly. That's how I can tell the shit in my pelly. I still do that shit. I still do that shit if I'm standing outside. I have my pelly, Montclair on, had a gun in my sleeve, bro. I'm sitting with a gun in my sleeve. What y'all on, folk? That's how we play it, gang. You see what I'm saying? That just show you how this shit get. Now, you got nuts to bell out in front of these people knowing they got 10 switches out there? Well, because you want to know why? Because some niggas ain't going to shoot. Some niggas got these guns that look scary on the internet and the show bitch. Hey, they telling that bitch, hey bitch, I'm out here, I'm a real face out here, bitch. I'm a real face out here, shorty. On my mama, I'm out here killing shit. On my mind. He telling his bitch, and you know what? His girl, in her mind, he's really killing something. She think when she not with him, he outside really killing shit. Whole time he just broke bummy and stood on the bus stop the whole day. The whole day. The whole day, bro. That's what he doing. He's just sitting on the bus stop the whole day. Bro, getting left on the bounce out is crazy. Yeah, some niggas, that happens, gang. Some niggas, that shit happen. Oh, my mama, you think, but they be out here playing games like that, G. If some niggas is gonna blow that bitch, some niggas gonna run. Bro, I done seen everybody with switches. One nigga shoot at them and everybody run. I done seen niggas drop guns, all types of shit. And I be like, the fuck you got that gun for? I done seen one nigga blow from the corner, and I seen the nigga pass another nigga his gun. I ain't never passed a nigga a pole. When it's crunch time, I have never passed the pole. Well, when it wasn't girls, all right. Shout out to my shorty. Shout out to the one that matter. She just sent in for keep being sexy, just be mine. I love you. She's very corny, but she sent a fin ball. Thank you, mama. I appreciate it. It's definitely corny as shit, but I fuck with it. Passing off your own guns, bro. I just seen a nigga. Folks, it had been time. I ain't gonna say folks' name because I fuck with him, right? But we gonna say some niggas. He had some money on his noggin, right? And folks had money on his noggin. Now, folks thought I was gonna take him off or kill him, right? He was my mans. I wasn't gonna do nothing to this man, bro. Like I fucked with him. You know what I'm saying? People stayed in my building. I was cool with his brothers-in-laws and shit. You know what I'm saying? His kids was always around. And my kid played with his kids. We stayed in the same building, right? When I tell you I wasn't gonna do shit to this dude. In his mind, he kept saying I was gonna backdoor him. Right? I never did nothing, even to the day, I never did nothing to folks. Now, the nigga that was trying to backdoor him, right, was the same nigga, right? When I came around, you know what he'd do? Hey, man, hold this bagger for me, man. And he'd pass the other nigga the gun. Now, other niggas were trying to kill him. He'd have his gun on him all day, right? And he know the other nigga would shoot, right? And I ain't never seen this nigga that he done bought every gun that used to come around and he ain't never shoot none. He used to always be me blowing, right? And I ain't gonna lie, the nigga that he was with one day, he was blowing too. And the nigga tried to say I tried to kill him or something like. Somebody blew. I knew who it was. I ain't gonna say his name. But it was one of my people. What made him want to blow at me, I don't know. I think I shot somebody he fucked with. I don't know why he was sliding for them, because they was goofies, right? So the nigga came out the alley, he blow. I go crazy. Now, folks step in my way, I move behind a tree, and I keep yakking, right? Folks like, damn, hot boy, you almost shot me in the head. And I'm looking at him like, what the fuck is you talking about, boy? I never aimed at you. Now I'm 2 seconds from killing you, gang. Because his nephew shot my car up. You see what I'm saying? See, now I'm starting to tweet. I'm getting shot at. You saying I just almost killed you. Now I'm upping on you, and now I'm thinking every reason why I should kill you right now. Boy, your nephew just fired my car, boy. Told him accident. How you just ride with me in that same car? I drop you off, me and the guys go do something. We pour back up, you flip my car? Right? Now the police took the car, right? It was my grandma's van. It wasn't even mine. It's my grandma's van, right? They took my grandma's van. The police come back to my mama's house to come lock me up, right? They said the bullets that they took out that car came back from another murder. And they say that whoever shot at you killed that person. Now, the whole time, I know what Shorty did, right? I know Shorty did that, right? Am I going to tell the police? Of course not. I ain't tell them nothing. I don't know who shot at me. The police say that's who did it, this and that. I don't know who shot at me. Nobody. I don't know who shot the car up, right? I can't tell you who shot the car. I don't know, right? But now I'm thinking like, I should pop your bitch ass now. So I disarm folks. I said, boy, hold on, folks. Put that motherfucker down, G. He hot boy, what you on, G? What you on? Boy, you better put that bitch down before I burn you out here, G. Folks put his gun down. I picked up folks' pole and I ran off. Now, I gave the gun back to Big Boy because that's his gun. I ain't want to backdoor him for a piece of shit gun. It's a bullshit. It's like a Kel-Tec. It's a little shit I give my girl. So I start her gun, I give your bitch. Ain't no shit I told. Ain't no. Well, I got a fucking XD40 with a 30-shot clip. I don't give a fuck with that little piece of shit ass gun he holding. I gave folks back his gun. And I said, hey, boy, you better not give folks no burner while I'm around, G. Anytime you give folks a bang, I'm going to take your shit. On the boss. So you know what happened? He ain't give folks that burner no more around me. Folks had to hold his own gun. He held his own gun from now on. He never passed that nigga that banger no more when I was around. I ain't gonna name drop because everybody in this story is still alive. But I know folks watching my videos and he know I ain't lying. You still my dog. But you don't do that. Don't do that. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't do that. Niggas died playing them games.
And roll when I come down the middle. She walk with her hips too much. I think that she wants me to hit it. She heard that I got a bag, but she ain't hit it on split it. It feel good to run up.
Man, bro, these niggas trying to get it. Them niggas done popped the pill and trying to shoot a video about it.
I'm tweaking right hand on my mag, the left when I smoke. She with it. Pipe down, man, you niggas bitch. We lay lethal belt, we calm down. It don't even matter, nigga. 150 for the 8-ball, breaking down. Now I got diamond niggas. Two shots, I ain't say nothing.
150 for an 8-ball? God damn, the price of cocaine has skyrocketed. What the fuck? Even with a Republican in office, nigga? I remember 8-ball used to be $80. I remember when the 8-ball went up to 125. I said, oh, cocaine is crazy. Now you say an 8-ball $150, nigga, who you buying your crack from? What? Y'all ain't seeing no profit. That's why y'all walk around with $200 right now. Hey, look, we get money out here, G. Boy, y'all niggas is not getting no money. I haven't bought an 8-ball since I was 14 years old. Nigga, I get an ounce of soft, nigga, for... Nah, boy, don't let me talk.
You run, that's the backside, same time that we get to the base. Beat up out on they block, where the bees and get out there, wherever we shooting at. Know that. We ain't never felt so relaxed. Boy, man. This song, we ain't in them, we gon' make them feel us. Free slime one more time, I'm counting them out. Back in the minute.
You said random stories be the best. I just be keeping it honest, gang. We don't know that. These niggas be capping.
They act like it's so we both power, put some money, that's my focus. I ain't think about this. Chase him down the aisle, make say croak, turn his ass to victim. He can't do it right, so we don't smoke him. No, don't with no rookies.
That pill hit, ain't it? That nigga talking, boy, he ain't saying shit. $100 crazy eights in the city right now. You feel me? Niggas ain't going, but
I bet he got no mileage in it. If you play, we pull up and park. I bet you we expose him. You know they just like how real life.
I don't believe it. I don't believe this man, bro.
None of that WG trade, man. 7,900, 2,400, none of that other shit, man. None of that other shit you heard, none of that other shit on the internet. None of that, man.
Look at Pill fucking him up. He in that bitch.
Like this shit that be going on, we stay out.
That Pill fucking him up. He in that bitch.
I know what time they them get together, we do this, get some bread.
Y'all like the younger crowd, right?
You know that, man. We still stay out the internet, right now. Why you none of that. These niggas be fun, they move, go show us money or something, you know?
Niggas in tour with money, bro. Go get y'all some money, brother.
Whatever score it was, whatever score ever came up, we up on that bitch. That's all I know.
We out here getting money, bro. All the days.
Even shorty, the Ashburn community wasn't busting like that. Especially Stang City. Let's keep it 1,000. They not. Stang City ain't never been busting. I think they best year was probably like 07, and they was still getting the belt. Like, that wasn't even their best. I can't even tell you that. They ain't even got no best year, gang. They don't even got a best year.
Hey, all these niggas I shook hands with, I wanna put in the dirt. Hey, your family carrying the hearse. All black masks, wait for the purge. I got your AP on.
All y'all shorties rap like Chucky, TC, or Scrooge.
My killers back out blast. 392 just left the bird. When we fly past, pull to the curb. 300, that's snipe.
Bro, man. Hey, bro. I'm not trying to hit nothing that niggas talking about. Hey, bro. Them niggas was bapping from the beginning to end. Hey, this what the live was gonna be before I you know what I'm saying, I seen Baba was posting that. Baba did that. But folks, I ain't gonna lie, G. Hold on, man. Let me go back to that, bro. Let me go back to that, man. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, G. Hey, man. These niggas is bitches. These niggas is goofies. My boy got that yam on his face looking like Toucan Sam. I ain't never seen a nigga nose protrude out of a shiesty like that, gang. This nigga got a nose like Mr. Magoo. This nigga, he wanna act like he's a demon. He probably ain't never killed nobody. This nigga wanna be the rapper. He's a black and Mexican mix. I don't know, like he probably off a fentanyl pill or something. I ain't judging. We all done popped a fent pill before. But what I'm saying is this, gang. Stang City, these are the get belted men. These are the get belted men, gang. The only thing I can say about this video is I'm happy that my boy Baba dropped some new content. Shout out to my nigga Baba, of course. Shout out to my nigga Lavo Baba, for sure. But these guys right here, goofies. Top of the line goofies. They ain't drinking no blood. All they homies dead. They dying. They getting clapped up. Lucky niggas don't be sliding through Ashburn like that. You see what I'm talking about? These niggas are professional victims. They was victims when I was a teen. As a grown man in my 30s, they're still victims. Stang City has never had a run. Can we talk about Stang City never having a run? They was linked in with MOB. They did whatever the fuck they little click up was called. They did their little click up. Now they beef with MOB because everybody backdooring and wants to beef with their friends now. They're all with the Bogan together. And now they all hate each other. Whoop-de-doo. I popped up with that switch. I got that buddy. You know that. You know that. You're not Lil Jeff, gang. Why are you trying to sound like Lil Jeff? Why are you trying to rap like Lil Jeff? You ain't think we don't think we know that ad lib? You don't think we used to watch Lil Jeff on live? You know that. Oh, you know that. We know that ad lib, gang. That's Lil Jeff 101. You're rapping about switches. You showed all them guns. It wasn't a button on no gun. None of them guns had a button on it. It was no switches. It was no switches. The guns wasn't even molested. The back of the guns wasn't even shaded. We can go back and they showed the guns. Nobody shaded nothing on the back of the gun. Where's the switch go? Even if it's built in, it's gonna have to get shaded. Wanna know why? Cause the little thin part, right? The little thin part that goes into the back that holds the firing pin still has to sit there. It has to be room to go back and forth. No diddy. It has to have room. Nobody shaded those guns. And some of them wasn't even Glocks. All this switch talk with no switch disgusts me. Hit that super chat, hit that cash up, let's get it. Hit that super chat, hit that cash up. If y'all fucking with the content I bring, you know what I'm saying? And y'all like what I do and like what I say, send some bread my way. Hit that cash app, hit that super chat. If you want some reactions, send them in. But I gotta take a piss. I just drunk 3-4 bottles of water right here watching this shit. So give me 2 seconds, I'll be back. I ain't going nowhere either. I'm literally finna go to the bathroom and piss. I'm not finna take a shit. I really gotta piss. Okay, I gotta fucking unsubscribe from that. Yeah, I'm back. You know what? I definitely did have to take a shit, but not at first. After I got done pissing, I had to take the Browns to the Super Bowl since Shadir couldn't get him there. We back. He said Jazz would to break. That's more like it. He definitely taking the shit. I'm back, niggas. Mm-hmm. Who got some reactions? Send them bitches in. What? Let's shoot. I'm back, nigga. And this bitch like stink meter, nigga. Inside the Acacia Block Crips, the most dangerous. Bro, did we just watch Acacia Block? They don't know Jumper. Oh man, them niggas going to jail, bro. Immigration. They don't be letting people out here, man. The CDZ Jordan, huh? Be cheaper than I thought. Well, man, I don't know. What it used to look like in Illinois in the 1980s. I bet the fuck it did.
There is something about Illinois.
I ain't gonna lie, Illinois is shit. Fireworks, I don't see shit, bro. Hey man, y'all got some reactions to them in, y'all. I'm definitely go play some PUBG. Fats banned from hood. 800 Fats in jail for life, nigga. He's never getting out. How you gonna ban a nigga from somewhere he can't go to anyway? Like, what? What are we talking about? The nigga is in jail for the rest of his life. He's in jail for the rest of his life, gang.
There is something about Chicago in the 1970s that people who lived through it can't forget. The earth-toned colors in living rooms, the steady rumble of the L overhead, the rise of disco and soul drifting from neighborhood clubs.
Tell the story of the officer taking that Glock off you being one of the motherfuckers having it at one time. Tell the story of the officer taking that Glock off you being one of the motherfuckers having one at that time. Huh? Hey yo, shout out to my nigga Armando Lopez, my boy. I'm trying to, which one you talking about? Tell that story. Tell the story of the officer taking that Glock off you being one of the motherfuckers having one at that time. Which one? Which story you talking about? Which one you talking about, gang member? Just take the Glock. I don't think the police ever just took a Glock off my way. Ah! You talking when I was at work, nigga? You talking when I was at work? You talking about when I was at work and the police took the gun on my bag? Because the police ain't never took a gun off my waist ever. So when I was at work, I have my earrings on tight as a motherfucker. You disappeared. How you disappeared? Where you go? I mean, it's hard to ask. Like, which story you talking about? Okay, my ear don't stink. Good shit. Good shit. About to say. I did just clean my earrings the other day, though. I stay cleaning my earrings, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. But I be having my shit on tight, bro. Police taking a gun off my waist. I don't think a police ever took a gun off my waist, gang. I know a police like I only got popped off. I only got popped off a couple times with heaters, G. Because in Detroit, the police didn't take a gun off my waist. They cuffed me. You know what I'm saying? And when they cuffed me, the gun was still on my waist. And I ran away in handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? And then I made it back to the spot, and my little brother took the cuffs off of me. You see what I'm saying? He took the cuffs off of me. But no police ever took no gun off my waist. Nah, I ain't never had no gun took up. I took a gun off a police waist before. The police was searching us one day. You know what I'm saying? And I bumped against the officer, and the gun flew right up. I grabbed that bitch and ran off. I took a gun from a police officer before on accident, but I was too committed. They was searching us, bro. We was all together. They had us all in the car, bro. They was searching us, gang. And I did have a bumper on me. You know what I'm saying? But when I bumped the officer, the gun low-key jumped up off the holster. You see what I'm saying? I grabbed that motherfucker and I ran off. When I tell you the police was smacking our shit every day, no diddy. They was smacking our shit all day, all night, bro. All day. And then my grandma, she told me, like, I seen like some shit on the news. They was talking about like they had trackers and police guns and shit. I think they was when they started putting trackers in their guns. So in my mind, it had a tracker in it, but it didn't. The police would have been came and kicked my door down and took that gun. And I ended up trading it to one of my guys. I did. I took it on. It was an accident, gang. I didn't mean to bump the officer. But when I seen his gun jump out like that, nigga, it was like a fumble. I stripped that motherfucker. I tucked it and ran with it. I was gone with that motherfucker, bro. And I gave it to one of the guys. And I don't know what happened with it from there. I don't know if he got caught with it. I don't know if he traded it. I don't know what happened to that gun. But I had it for a while. It was a Glock 40. I had that bitch for a while. I had it for a while. I was so, like, I wasn't scared, but I just thought, like, I thought the guy was going to turn me in, gang. I ain't going to lie. This niggas was acting weird around that time, folks. Like, a lot of the guys was acting, like, a lot of niggas didn't want to hang around me. A lot of niggas was scared around me anyway. Yeah, boy, they was chasing my ass. What? Bro, they didn't do that. Pipe was going. They was on my ass. Boy, I got the fuck on. Like, cause like, alright, bro. Back in them days, like, a lot of niggas trying to kill me and shit, gang. Then I took the police gun. Like, the hood was hot, gang. The hood was real hot. I ain't gonna lie. The hood was hot. The hood was hot. And I ended up giving it to one of the guys, gang. Because I thought they was going to get me booked. I thought somebody was going to tell on me. I mean, the police knew who I am. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I thought niggas was going to tell I had the gun. But that cop must didn't know me for real. Because I didn't know him either. Because, you know, in the summertime, I'm going to tell you a little trick. In the summertime, police districts switch. So in my area, in Auburn Gresham, we have West Side cops, right? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of cops come from out west, down south. And a lot of cops from Auburn Gresham, they go out west or they go to Inglewood. Sometimes we get a lot of Inglewood cops too. That's how we got Blondie. You know what I'm saying? She was a white girl, white lady. She was an older white lady with blonde hair. She'll slick them. And Blondie don't take no shit. She'll bust you in your shit and lock you the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? She keep her vest on and she keep a hoodie. Sometimes she don't even wear a vest. The bitch wear a hoodie, some fucked up Walmart jeans, and some Air Maxes or whatever type of shoes that bitch wear. And that bitch, if you run from her, she gonna hawk you and they gonna all beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how a lot of cops get to know a different people. You know what I'm saying? And like, I think there was some out west cops. They didn't know because they didn't know who we were. Because we didn't know them. We knew Corey, Terminator, Baker, you know what I'm saying, Coleman. Like, we know niggas. You know what I'm saying? I know the officers that patrol my area. I run from them all the time. Officer Wynn, Farmer. You see what I'm saying? I know them bitches. Baldhead. I know the officers that patrol my hood. I didn't know them officers. Because I probably wouldn't even report that with the motherfuckers that... I probably wouldn't even report that with the niggas that know me. Because when I get away and run away, they know where I live. By the time I get home, they already know where I be. Don't mean I gotta go home, but they know where I stay. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know this officer. He was a green bean. He had to be like a rookie or something. Yeah, I took his pipe. No diddy. Yeah, I did. And I ain't do shit with that bitch either. I kept that bitch for like 2 days because I had a pole on me. I wasn't gonna let them search me. I'm salty. I let them get up on me. Like, I wasn't even supposed to let them get up on me, G. Nigga, they got up on me to a point where my hands is on the car. You know what I'm saying? It's like 3-4 officers, gang. Nigga, they searching niggas. They handcuffing niggas to each other. You know what I'm saying? If you know how they do in Iraq, the cops handcuff you to the next nigga next to you. See what I'm saying? And before they grabbed me to cuff me, G, I took the fuck off. So I would have did the same shit, not gonna lie. I seen that shit drop. On my mama, I took that bitch and ran. And when I ran, everybody else that wasn't cuffed ran. Because a couple of guys was cuffed already. As soon as they hopped out, they grabbed Mouse or somebody else, they boom, boom. They instantly cuffed them niggas. Like, they cuffed them niggas right together. You know what I'm saying? And I knew I had pole, but I forgot I had pole. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't run. I didn't move. And somebody supposed to say something, boy. They ain't say popcorn or nothing, boy. I turn around. They like, oh shit, popcorn right here. Popcorn right where? They already out the car. Hey, come here. Let me see y'all real quick. Damn, what? So I'm like, what y'all on, man? So, they talking. So while they talking, another cop, he pulled right up on 78th and Marshfield on the corner. You see what I'm saying? He not in the street. That nigga pulled right up on the sidewalk. Boom. 2 cars of Slickums. Slickums is detectives. I'm like, damn. I put my hand on the car. I'm like, oh, I got pole. So he searching nigga. They about to cuff niggas up. Bump him. Boy, that gun came up a little bit. I seen that bitch. Gone. Tim took right up 77. Gone. I was gone with that bitch. Yeah, but nah, ain't the police ever took a gun off my waist. And I'm happy they didn't. Because I would have probably fought. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? The only time, well, you know what? One time police did, but I didn't go to jail. And this was like a year or two ago. I got into it with this girl. You see what I'm saying? And the police was called. And I had a switch on me. Now, I don't know if the police didn't know what the switch was, but this is what happened. So, I'm like, yeah, I got a gun. He like, got a gun? I said, yeah, I got a gun, bro. It's right there, right? You know what I'm saying? He take the gun. He look at it. He said, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? He put the gun down. He pick it up, cock it back, take the bullet out. He searched me, run my name, I'm cool, right? The bitch leave. He like, look, man, look. I'm going to put the gun on your front seat of your car. Wait till I leave and get that motherfucker, right? He put the gun on the seat. He drove off. I picked that bitch up, cocked that bitch back in, took my shit, popped that bitch back on, and put it right back on my waist. He had a switch in his hand the whole time. Shit, tell the story. The police take your gun at work. Out there. Now that was some bullshit. Now I'm working at Kroger, right? And bro, the day was going by so decent, but I was like it was nervous, G, for no reason. You know, it was something off about that day. I checked the time, right? And when I looked at the time, it said 911, and I'm like, ugh. I didn't like that time, right? I'm like, 911, right? That was a subliminal sign, right? Now, the nigga that used to work in the department, he told me I can keep my shit in the dairy freezer because I work dairy, right? I go in the back, it's a big thing of crates, bro. It's like about 6-7 rows of crates tall as a wall, right? I slide in the back of that bitch. Leave my bag in the back of the crates at the wall, gang. It's no reason anybody should go back there. For whatever reason, he went back there. He said he didn't know who bag it was. He told me my first day leave my bag there. He know I leave my bag there, right? He looks, I guess he opened my bag. He sees a gun. See, now I'm stalking yogurt and butter. I'm stalking that. Now I see the store manager go back there with him. What they go back there for, I don't know, right? I'm working. They ain't doing shit to me. This is business as usual. But dude was looking weird. And he just got transferred from Texas. Him and his bitch just moved from Texas. He worked at a store called HEB over there. He was the head of HEB in that area. Not the whole store, but whatever department he worked in, he was over that spot in HEB. So I'm talking to this nigga. I'm thinking, I knew he was a goofy. He got a Bluetooth. He keep a fitty cap on. Probably a bald nigga. Always talking to a bitch on his Bluetooth shit. Always on it. You know what I'm saying? He's just a goofy. You know what I'm saying? He an older nigga too. Ain't that older than me though, bro. He's probably a few years older than me type shit. You know what I'm saying? So the whole time, somebody say, he like, hey bro, they want to talk to you real quick upstairs. That's what he says. The fuck they want to talk to me for? I ain't stealing. I ain't on a break. I ain't doing shit. I'm working. Let me go see what they want. I go up there, right? Now, he tell me to go in. Now, I see police pull up. I see nothing wrong. Because police come in this store a lot. Niggas be stealing. Shit going on. You feel me? Police walk up there too. They say, oh, let's all come in here and talk. Soon as I sit down, I see my book bag in the corner. I say, ugh. Brother, ugh. So they say, we was in the back. We looked at the cameras. We didn't know who bag it was, so we went through it. We seen a loaded handgun in there, and a mask and gloves. Ugh, brother, ugh. It's my hoodie. I got a hoodie in that bitch. Some gloves. And I had an extra mask. You know, I keep my fucking shiesty on my head at all times. Even when I work, I kept my shiesty on. Right? So they said, the white man, we looked at the camera, blah, 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 it's you. It's your bag. Right? I said, yeah, it's my bag, right? The cop opened the bag. He pulls out the gun, right? So 40 with a 30-shot clip and a beam. The white man, oh my God, oh. I'm like, now I'm laughing like, the cop is the one holding the gun. Why are you scared? If anything, I should be scared, right? If anything, I should be scared. Now, it's a Glock with a switch, with a beam on it. It's a Glock 23 with a beam. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking like, brother, I'm fucked, right? So he was like, you can't have guns here. It's a no gun policy here. You're fired. You can never work for Kroger again. I said, damn, I'm getting fired. Damn. So I'm thinking like, all right, can I get my gun back, nigga? Right? So the officer is walking me out. I'm not in cuffs, right? So now the officer say, come here, let me talk to you for a minute. I said, can I get my gun back, nigga? Can I get my gun back? Now, it's a built-in. Ain't no button on the back. It's a built-in. I'm trying to get my gun back. You feel me? That nigga said, come here, let me talk to you for a second. Cuff. Brother. They run the serial number, right? The gun come back to an armed robbery. It's a stolen gun. Put him in that car. When I heard that shit come back, the officer looked at me. I looked at him. I should have ran right then, bro. He threw me in the back of the car. I'm like, where you get this gun from? I told him a script. Told him why I got it. I told him a story. I bought the gun from a dude on OfferUp, a guy from a police station. I met a guy right there. He sold it to me at a police station. I said, I pawned the gun twice. If it was a stolen gun, why would they take it at the pawn shop? Now, it's a Sunday, right? They called the pawn shop. This pawn shop closed, right? Okay. The gun come back to another robbery, right? All right. Now it's talking about a kidnapping. Masked man, all types of shit. I'm like, I'm going to jail, right? In my mind, I'm going to jail. There's no way I can get myself out of this situation, right? I'm like, bro, that gun ain't stolen. I don't know nothing about no robbery, kidnapping, that shit crazy. But I'm telling you, I bought the gun. Man, bro, I done pawned that gun 2-3 times. This and that, right? So he get off the car. He talked to his superior officer. I guess they didn't have enough to say that, because I told him I bought the gun, right? So they can't pinpoint the timeline to where that gun came from. They can't say, did I rob the gun or did I buy the gun? That's the whole thing. At this point, the argument was, who stole the gun? Now, the whole time I'm in the car, I'm talking to my father. I said, Ogun, please break these chains. Father, break these chains. Break these chains. Break these. That's all I kept asking was for my father to break these chains, right? So an officer came back. He said, my superior said we can't charge you for the weapon, but you can't get it back. I said, I can't get it back. I said, well, can I get my beam? The beam is $300. I'd had this beam since before my son Junie was born. Can I have the beam back? They said, nigga, you ain't getting shit off this gun. He said, nigga, you're lucky you're not going to jail. I said, you know what? GD, right? GD, right? I left that motherfucker with my freedom. I made one phone call, right? And it was the same white bitch right here on my phone. I called her. I told her what was going on. She like, okay. In her mind, she knows I got to get this nigga out of jail, right? I made sure I say, mama, call my white bitch. If anybody knows, she knows what's going on. And make sure you call and let her know, because I know she going to get my black ass out of here. That white bitch loves my dirty draws. She's going to get me out of this situation, right? Luckily, I'm happy. They didn't lock me up, and my baby didn't have to pay no money out. You know what I'm saying? That was not a case I had to fight. But what I did do as soon as I got home, I took my 38 out. I loaded my 38. And I put it in my pocket and walked, and that was it until I got me another Glock. Yeah, got me another Glock like that. But RIP my nigga Chris, because I think Chris just died, or I think he was about to die. Because that gun got broke. Because I beat a nigga with the back of the gun. I beat a nigga with the back of the gun, and I broke the switch. And the switch was stuck in the gun. I couldn't do nothing with the gun. Because I remember before he got killed, I was trying to put a switch on his gun. I said, you want to put a switch on? He like, yeah. He said, you put a switch. I'm like, yeah, you put a switch on there. I got you. I'll put on that for you. Right? He gave me his new gun. He like, man, why the fuck you got this pit? He said, why you got this revolver? I say, bro, I just beat a nigga with it and I broke the gun. He said, you broke the gun? I said, yeah, I beat the nigga with the switch to the gun. The switch broke off and it was metal. So imagine how hard I had to beat this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I beat that nigga I beat him down with that gun, gang. See what I'm saying? RIP my nigga Chris on the G. Chris like, damn, boy, you crazy. I gave Chris back his gun and I chilled. You know what I'm saying? And I was waiting. Chris came like, yo, bro, take me up to the stove. And I said, he said, what nephew? I said, nephew. I said, he in the house sleep. I said, let me go grab him. We can go to the gas station. He said, nah. I'll be right back. Chris left. I heard some shots. Thought nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? I thought nothing of it. Chris got killed. So I came out later, went up to the spot. Chris ain't there. I'm waiting for Chris to come out. Every day it's me and Chris. You know what I'm saying? We thick as thieves. You know what I'm saying? And fool told me, like, boy, yo, they killed little Chris. I said, Chris who? Fuck little Chris. Chris who? He said, nigga Chris, nigga Chris. I said, Chris dead? I'm like, who killed Chris? Now I'm instantly blue. You know what I'm saying? Chris is right. I got his picture on a pendant right now on my street sign, or the street that he got killed on. You know what I'm saying, right? I have a street sign. I'm not going to show you my street sign. But he got killed on the same street sign, on that same street. You know what I'm saying? And I got his pendant sitting on that bitch right now. You feel me? And, yeah, that's just what happened, gang. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was I was salty, but it was so much better than, because I got me another gun. It was nothing. You know what I'm saying? I got guns. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, that's what happened, gang. RIP my nigga Chris. On the G, I love you, shorty. That was my brother. My mama, I was going to get LLC tattoo right here. More likely I will. I'm going to get LLC. You know what I'm saying? Long live Chris. You know what I'm saying? That was my dog. On the G.
These memories remain vivid for anyone who called the city home. It was a decade marked by factory closures, rising crime, and shrinking city budgets, yet also by remarkable resilience. Sears Tower climbed into the skyline in 1973, reminding Chicagoans that their city still reached higher than most. Families navigated shifting neighborhoods, economic uncertainty, and the challenges of urban life, all while holding on to the pride that defined Chicago's character. For older Americans who lived through those years, the 1970s were not just a chapter in history. They were a lived reality of struggle. Music, not just
Did this white man give that dog a swig of his beer? Bro, it's 2 beers. That means the dog probably has his own beer. This white man gave the dog a beer.
Chapter in history. They were a lived reality of struggle, music, community, and survival. Let's step back into that unforgettable time. The Chicago of the 1970s unfolded under pressures that shaped nearly every corner of daily life. As the decade progressed, Factories that had powered the city's economy for generations began to close, leaving thousands of workers without stable jobs. Deindustrialization spread through steel mills, machine plants, and manufacturing districts, weakening the economic backbone that many families depended on. At the same time, the city's budget crisis strained public services. Streets, schools, and infrastructure began to show visible signs of neglect. Politically, Chicago remained under the firm control of the Democratic machine, with Mayor Richard J. Daley exerting a level of influence few American mayors have ever matched. His leadership brought administrative continuity, but it also deepened controversy during a time of rising tension.
Yeah, he was
Crime
an
rates
Irish
climbed,
gangster, boy.
Racial inequality persisted. And many neighborhoods felt the combined weight of economic decline and social division. These forces defined the landscape that Chicagoans had to navigate each day. Yet beyond the headlines and the shifts in power, life in Chicago was lived street by street and home by
Remind me
home.
to finish my push-ups
To
real
understand how people truly experienced the decade, we have to step away from the broader forces and look closely at the everyday rhythms that shaped their routines. Let's walk into the neighborhoods, onto the porches, and inside the homes where Chicagoans faced the challenges of the 1970s with determination and a sense of community that held them together. Daily life in Chicago during the 1970s was shaped as much by the homes people lived in as by the neighborhoods that surrounded.
Yeah, I can't watch that, bro. Fuck the 70s, man. Oh, what the fuck? This shit ain't real. Scarface 2. 129 views. This shit is fake. This shit is fake. I'm not watching no fan-made bullshit, bro. I ain't watching that. That motherfucker zoom. This cop riding some rap music. They just did all that to catch up with him. Have
1026 radio.
what the fuck is the office? What is he listening to, bro? Nah, I ain't seen no Epstein interview. I don't know what he listens to some bullshit. What the fuck is this officer listening to, bro?
Nevada display tag.
Hey yo, hit that super chat, hit that cash app, let's get it. What the fuck is this nigga listening to, bro? This is some bullshit.
Realize?
Realize the state's that
Nevada.
Nevada plates, yeah, the police own that motherfucker. Charlotte.
What's going on, man? You in a hurry?
Yeah, my bad.
All right, reason my stocks clocked at 125, right? Get your driver license on you?
I got my permit. I don't even got it with me, but I got it.
You said what now?
I just got all my stuff. I got my permit though. That's my ID.
All right. Mr. Meeks, you should have said,
Hey, yo, the funny part in Chicago, we don't need no license. If the police mic you and you got an ID, you good, bro. You see what I'm saying? Bro, in Georgia, bro, if you, I depend on cop, but for real, if you show them a ID with no license, you're definitely going to jail. That's what you can only do in Chicago. You get pulled over, you get a police your ID, you good. You do that shit anywhere else, bro. You get ass an ID, you go to jail, bro.
I just got that.
I'll give one more.
Audio unmuted due to music copyright. Bro, that officer in that bitch riding. I've never heard police listen to music in a copy room. You know what? I'm kind of bapping. When I got locked up in Riverdale, gang, I ain't gonna lie, the police definitely listen to radio, folks. He was in that bitch buzzing. That's definitely him with that fucked up ass headline. Oh, fuck. What was you doing? What you doing? What? You finna eat? Are you cooking? Washing plate? Are you washing it up? Hey, bro, I be trying to show y'all PUBG shit. Lowski was in that bitch jamming. On my way to jail on my mama, I think, bro, the officer didn't want to lock me up, bro, because, like, he called me a couple times. First time he called me, I was shooting dice. You see what I'm saying? He called me shooting dice before. Right? He ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But this other time, man, it was a shootout or some shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? They ain't catching with no pole on me or nothing. But them people, but the police on the scene said that I was on camera shooting. You see what I'm saying? So he grabbed me and whoever else they grabbed too. And we was in that car and the police was floating that bitch. He riding through apartments, all type of shit. He on call. He listening to music, speeding that bitch like he was in a Charger, ghosting. Nigga, I'm in that bitch. Oh, I'm cuffed up. And he like, damn boy, you know I fuck with you, boy. He said, you young nigga, you know I fuck with you, young nigga. But man, young nigga, you gotta go to jail. Oh, what? Yeah, I gotta take you to Clayton County. I said, Clayton County? He said, yeah, boy. They say, man, you know what the fuck you doing, boy. You gotta stop shooting at niggas, man. I say, bro, I ain't shoot at nobody, bro. Like, what? I ain't even got no gun on me. Well, he took my dumb ass to jail, but he rode around with us for like an hour or two just listening to music. Then he took me to the county, bro. I was salty as hell. Bond right out though. And then listen to Mo 3. The officer listening to Mo 3. And that shit got some bang in it. What type of police car is this? What? R.P. Mo. Hey, this is another song that can make me cry. I ain't gonna lie. I feel this song so hard, G. Oh my mama, I feel this song. Oh my Jesus Christ. you know I keep some gold, boy. Side by side. I don't even believe in Jesus if I keep a Jesus piece. And I gave my bitch the other. So let me back keep it tucked, bitch. I'll kill a nigga. It's going to come outside. You know we sliding night and day. Oh my mama. What? Hey, this song right here break me every time, gang. Luckily I'm in a good mood, but by myself I'll probably be crying. This nigga verse right here, he be fucking my head up, gang. This nigga is really right. Bro, police be assholes, bro. My Jesus, these. Even Moses had to deal with. This guy that got my side. You know we stepping night and day. Hey, I swear to God. Whoa. Out the way. Checking the homework.
14 for the check later. Can you please order GI? Right here is GI.
You ain't the reason I fucking woke up. I just happened to get. I looked at the time. You ain't say shit. Well, I would have had a warrant today fucking with your ass. Well, it was 7 something. Boy, I ain't getting Judy up from school or nothing. You could have done. What do you mean? You heard me, man. You're trying to get turn the water. I bet you are. I was going to say that.
I'm good, Radio. Thank you for checking.
Man, fuck the police paperwork, bro. This is the whole video. I'm just writing this nigga.
Mr. Mix, slow down, man. Wherever you going, you gonna get there. Don't kill you and everybody in the car, all right? You ain't gotta go to court if you don't want to, okay? In about 3 weeks, contact that 404 number. They'll let you know what it is. They'll walk you through the process, all right? The court date, if you want to show up, will be the 30th of December at 8 a.m. Sign on a big X. It's not admission of guilt. Just stating you received the citation.
Whoa, what you mean? You ain't gotta come to court if you don't want to. What the fuck, bitch? So you can give me a FTA? You're not gonna give me a failure to appear for not coming to... Bro, going to court is the simplest shit you can do. Have it been sometimes I ain't go to court? Yes. But the thing is this, bro. That's what I'm already on the run. If you already looking for me, you can eat my dick with your court date. But if I know it ain't shit, I'm gonna be at court bright and early.
On X. Same spot. Same spot.
Well, that boy driving towards Buckhead, boy. Like he about to hit Georgia 400. That boy trying to get the fuck on.
I know I wrote you 3 tickets, but at least you're not going to jail tonight, all right? Gonna be a copy, driver license. Drive careful me. Hey, man, be safe, man, all right? All right, big homie.
The cop fucking with him. The cop actually fuck with him. He gave him 3 tickets, driving no license. See, he's super speeding right now. You know what I'm saying? On 75, 85 northbound, you know what I'm saying? I think the speed limit, you can't go no high. I think 75 you speeding. That boy doing 125. He a super speeder right now. You know what I'm saying? Going northbound on 75, boy. And this nigga's listening to Mo 3 still, bro. This nigga, man, they got house mine. My bitch be listening to this song. This nigga get the guy in that mode. He did not want to lie. Bro, the officer is just riding around, bro. On my mama, the officer trying to trip him up. You ain't gotta go to the court if you don't want to. Man, Bill who? Boy, you better get the fuck on, dude. If you ain't think I'm going to court, you must think fat meat ain't greasy. Boy, you better get the fuck up out of here, dude. What you gonna tell me? A pork chop ain't come off a pig? Well, I'm going to court, bitch ass nigga. You ain't finna do me like Willie Lump. Fuck nigga. I ain't never going. Hey, look, this nigga at Jewtown. Oh,
everybody in Chicago said I gotta try Jim's original. I got the Polish sausage, I got the pork chop sandwich, man. I'm gonna let you guys know.
The pork chop sandwich. I mean, my daddy used to fuck the pork chop. He got high blood pressure now, boy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch your blood pressure. You can't eat that no more. But he used to eat that pork chop in the Polish. Yeah, I'm a double cheeseburger nigga. You know what I'm saying? I used to go up there and get a double cheeseburger, grilled onions on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? But you can smell. I can smell this. I can smell Jim's original through the motherfucking mic, through my fucking computer gang. I can smell this bitch right now. Yo, shout out to my nigga Cavo. Super chat, cash app, gang. Now, folks just say, play the video you was gonna watch it first. Real nigga. At this point, I need to start busting these push-ups out, gang. Cause like we finna be on this bit. Alright, the video we was finna watch at first was this joint right here. You know what I'm saying?
The Chambers Brothers. Their story largely inspired the movie New Jack City, with a character, Nino Brown, and his crew, the Cash Money Brothers, putting Wesley Snipes on the map.
Yo, shout out to my dog, Cavo. Cavo just put us in the car, shorty. No bap.
As Nino Brown. But the Chambers Brothers were even more grittier, a family operation that redefined drug. The Chambers Brothers came out of a world where you had to fight just to survive. They were born down in rural Arkansas, Lee County to be exact, a place where poverty was the rule, not the exception. On top of that, de facto racism made it nearly impossible for black families to climb up the ladder even if they worked themselves to the bone. Larry, Billy Joe, or BJ, Willie, and Otis Chambers were just 4 out of 14 kids in a household that had more mouths than it ever had money.
It was a real.
They had more mouths than they had money? With Billy Joe and BJ?
Real hotbed. Racism was a real hotbed. Even at one time, one of my brothers was walking up the road. I'm in a little small town called Lee Grange, Arkansas. His friend was riding a motorcycle, actually deliberately ran over my brother.
What?
And nothing was dead, but that was the type of stuff that we could expect back then.
Life was so rough that sometimes...
Boy, a white man, you say what, nigga? He ran him over and killed him, and that was normal, and nobody did nothing. Boy, y'all niggas was bitches, wasn't y'all? The fuck?
They'd sneak food out of white neighbors' buckets after dinner, scraping together whatever leftovers were there. That's the kind of upbringing that burned survival into their DNA early on. When they finally made their way up to Detroit, they weren't looking to play small ball. The drug game was already bubbling, but a lot of the older dealers had limits. They saw crack as too chaotic, too destructive, something that would bring heat they didn't want. But the Chambers Brothers leaned all the way in. They weren't just hustling, they were building an empire. They ran things like a corporation with a clear structure, rules for their runners, managers to keep things in order, and even marketing tricks. We're talking 2-for-1 deals, discount coupons, and word-of-mouth branding that made addicts feel like they
had crack coupons, nigga?
were part of a system. This wasn't sloppy street corner hustling. This was organized business. At one point, they were said to control over half of Detroit's
They look
crack
like Deion
market.
Sanders,
On their
boy.
best days, they were making anywhere from $250,000 to $3 million per day.
What do you feel like the most?
$3 million a day?
A day.
Well, we had got to a point where we was making at least $250,000 per day, every day.
Damn.
Hold on, bro. If they bringing in $250,000 a day, how much y'all keeping and how much y'all copping? Because if y'all bringing that money, y'all not just all keeping that money, because y'all got to pay the big man. Whoever Pablo, El Chapo, El Jefe, whoever the fuck who was flying that and floating that shit in, a lot of that shit got to go back to them. So if you made $250,000 a day, how much was y'all keeping?
Every day.
Their headquarters were
day,
infamous, an apartment complex called the Broadmoor on East Grand Boulevard and Ferry Street. If that sounds familiar, it should. The movie reimagined it as The Carter, the fortress-like housing project in New Jack City. The Broadmoor was their castle. You didn't just walk in there unless you belonged. They had teenagers acting as lookouts, guards, and foot soldiers, most of them brought in from Arkansas. These were kids who'd grown up broke, and the Chambers sold them on the dream: cars, jewelry, women, fast money. Billy Joe, who barely stood 5'5", was the brains when it came to business. He wasn't the
fuck was that?
Billy Joe, who
Them tattoos are stickers on him, bro. Bro, this nigga, it's no way. I hope them tattoos. This nigga, it's no way, bro. What the fuck? This nigga got stickers on his
barely stood 5'5", was the brains when it came to business. He wasn't the loudest or the flashiest, but he knew how to make money multiply. He'd flip properties like car washes and corner stores into drug hubs, hiding operations in plain sight. The whole thing was so tight that it was almost impossible to take them down, at least in the beginning. But no empire that big goes unnoticed forever. The Chambers brothers' flashy lifestyle became their downfall. They were rolling around in luxury cars, dripping in jewelry, throwing money around like it would never run out. That kind of attention draws eyes, and pretty soon, law enforcement had them under a
that's
microscope.
a federal picture right
Things
there,
really
boy.
started unraveling when Larry's ex-girlfriend, Patricia Middleton, turned informant. She knew the ins and outs of their operation and
Bitches
handed
always
all
gonna
over to
tell,
the feds like a
Not all
roadmap.
of them,
But the wildest
you
part was
can't-
that
That's why you gotta watch you tell these hoes. Cause these bitches get in their feelings, and them bitches get turned to chatty patties. These hoes are hormonal and emotional. And the bitch don't think with her brain, oh, this nigga in jail, oh, he's not gonna be around to take care of me, oh, he's not gonna be able to fuck me, oh, whatever, right? He's making all this money. She's mad because the nigga slapped the shit out of her, or he fucking another bitch. Oh, you fucking another bitch, but you gave me $20,000 last night. Oh my God, I'm telling on you. Bitch, you dumb hoe, sit down and shut up.
the Chamber brothers basically helped build their own case. Larry and his
You
right-hand
fix that.
man, Jack Frost Jackson, loved recording themselves. They'd film hours of footage showing off stacks of cash and expensive houses.
Should we throw these ones away, man, since we got $500,000?
Well, I tell you what we can do. We can give it to the poor.
That's exactly what I say, too. We'll just donate those to the poor.
When prosecutors got their hands on those tapes, it was game over. The brothers had filmed their own evidence, practically narrating their rise and flaunting proof of their crimes. By the early 90s, the whole thing collapsed. Police raids turned up more than $1 million in cash and jewelry, 68 cars, and 250 guns. For law enforcement, that was proof they'd taken down one of the most powerful crack operations in the country. Larry and BJ were hit with kingpin charges, a label reserved for the biggest of the big. Larry, now in his 60s, is still sitting behind bars, a living relic of an era when crack turned cities upside down. And we see the cultural impact in New Jack City. The movie was designed to strip away any glamour from the drug trade. Director Mario Van Peebles made sure audiences didn't just see the money and the power, they also saw the destruction, the victims, the broken families. Critics compared it to the heavyweights like The Godfather and Goodfellas because it didn't shy away from showing the mechanics of crime and
That's
the
one of my
inevitable
favorite
downfall that comes with
I've been
it.
watching that since
Rafael
Little Bitty Boy.
Perez. His story inspired the infamous Training Day,
Perez.
earning Denzel Washington.
Hey, Rafael Perez. He the nigga that killed Tupac? No, he didn't kill Tupac. Did he kill Biggie? Why do I know this nigga face?
An Oscar for his
He did
electrifying, unsettling performance as Alonzo Harris, a corrupt LAPD narcotics officer.
I'm the police. I'm here. You just live here.
Perez, born in Puerto Rico in 1967, joined the LAPD in 1989, and by 1995 was transferred to the Elite Rampart Division's anti-gang crash
That's why I know
Community
nigga from
Resources
Rampart.
Against Street Hoodlums unit. It was here that Perez's moral compass spun completely off course. Denzel Washington himself stated he emulated Perez's style to bring authenticity to Alonzo, even going so far as to include the license plate ORP 967 on Alonzo's vehicle, a direct nod to Officer Rafael Perez, born in 1967. The reality of Perez's career makes Training Day look almost tame. He wasn't just a cop bending the rules, he was a cop who treated the badge like a license to steal. Once he got into Crash, an elite unit with way too much power and not enough oversight, Perez started playing both sides. He was supposed to be fighting gangs, but in truth, he was acting more like one of them. He dipped straight into the evidence lockers, stealing bricks of, cutting them down and pushing them back onto the streets through his girlfriend.
The anti-gang unit known as Crash, Community Resources Against Street Hoodlums, had a reputation as hard-charging.
Bro, you selling dope to your bitch, you might as well be a pimp, gang. Because if she's selling bricks to the bag man, you think she's not fucking the bag man too? A nigga pull up with 100,000 on any given day. You ain't there. You somewhere locking up niggas and shit. Bro, she's sucking that nigga dick too,
And
bro.
aggressive.
Better
But
that
to
bitch
civil
bring it back
rights
to money.
lawyers, Crash officers acted like another gang.
You put them
They
same
were
bricks right back in the
conducting
street.
themselves in a way that they were very much like a vigilante group, very much like the group of people, young people that they were after.
And it didn't stop with drugs. Perez built a career out of lies. He admitted to perjury hundreds of times, lying on the stand, falsifying reports, and framing people just to rack up stats. One of his darkest moves came in the case of Javier Ovando, a 19-year-old gang member who wasn't even armed. Perez and his partner Nino Durden shot the kid, left him paralyzed, and then spun a story in court that painted Ovando as the aggressor. The lies stuck. Ovando was sentenced to 23 years in prison for something he never did. Years later, when the truth came out, the city had to cut a $15 million check.
15 million. Now look, check this out. You paralyzed, my nigga. You can't do. I mean, they gave you 23 years, whatever, right? They give you 15 million, right? You only get a third. Your lawyer get a third of that money, right? So you still get a few. You still get some millions, but you can't walk. Your dick don't work. Your dick don't work. All this money you get, you still in the wheelchair. What, you paying to watch everybody else fuck all the bitches you can't fuck? What? Yeah, everybody sucking your dick, but you can't feel it. Now you can look down and just look like, yeah, I would bust a nut right now if it would work, right? Like, that's so fucked up.
The biggest
man.
police misconduct settlement Los Angeles had ever seen.
That's torture.
The most dramatic case to come to light is that of Javier Francisco Ovando. He spent nearly 3 years in prison before prosecutors discovered he'd been framed. Perez has since admitted Ovando was unarmed and that he and his partner Nino Durden planted a gun on Ovando after they shot him.
By the late 90s, the whole Rampart Division was a powder keg waiting to explode. The Crash unit wasn't just a task force. It was like a rogue gang wearing uniforms. Cops were out partying, drinking on the job, beating suspects, and sometimes worse. Perez himself was caught red-handed in 1998 for stealing cocaine out of evidence. Faced with years in prison, he flipped. That's when the scandal blew wide open. To save himself, Perez implicated more than 70 other officers.
He the reason Rampart got took down? Wow. I never knew they took. I knew Rampart was some dirty, aggressive ass cops, but I never knew he the one that brought the Rampart down.
It shocked even people who already.
I thought it was
Rafael
Rodney King
Perez,
shit, like,
charged with stealing and selling 8 pounds of cocaine in 1998, Perez has implicated himself and other officers in order to reduce a possible 14-year sentence.
The fallout was massive. More than 100 wrongful convictions had to be tossed out because they were based on tainted arrests. The city eventually paid out around $125 million in lawsuits, and by 2000, the crash units were completely disbanded. But Perez's story branches out even further, tying him to some of the most infamous names in LA crime lore. His former partner, David Mack, was caught robbing a bank for $722,000 and was suspected of having ties to both the mob.
He the nigga, he was the mob Pyrus on my mama.
Another officer in the circle, Kevin Gaines, was killed in a road rage incident, but investigators later tied him to Suge Knight and Death Row as well.
I was about to say David Mack, bro. I think he the nigga that killed Biggie Smalls, gang.
And Death Row Records. Another officer in the circle, Kevin Gaines, was killed in a road rage incident, but investigators later tied him to Suge Knight and Death Row as well. All of these overlapping connections blurred the lines between law enforcement, street gangs, and the music industry in a way that felt almost unreal. That's why Training Day wasn't just fiction. It was rooted in the real dirt of the LAPD. Denzel's Alonzo Harris starts off as a rule-bending cop you could almost justify, but by the end, he's revealed to be a full-blown predator in uniform, a monster who thrived in the gray areas. Critics loved the performance because Denzel played it so smooth and magnetic that you wanted to believe him, right up until you couldn't anymore. O.G. Puddin, a founder of the Piru Boys, his story has been debated over the years to have inspired the infamous fan favorite Uncle Jerome from Snowfall.
Oh
this
shit!
Is fueled by
Jamming Jerome
resemblance and Puddin's significant involvement in the early days of the crack empire in Los Angeles.
Teach your man how to squabble.
Oh, this is. Hey, I fuck with Rome, G.
Described as psychopathic and a killing machine.
I ain't gonna lie, G. Hey, for what did he say? What the fuck say for I never go out like Jerome? Who the fuck said that? I never go out like Saint. I think that's as Icewear Vezo. I never go out like Rome. Oh my mama, that nigga Jerome went out bad about that bitch.
Passion for violence was so intense that if someone spotted a car
he loved that hoe too much, boy. He went out bad for that hoe.
Puddin made Piru what it is today. Puddin and Tam, they were, I'll be honest, they were psychopaths. And I used to see them, I said, man, there'd be some good Crips, because these some straight killers.
And you had to be careful of that one person Puddin, man, because he had a green 69 Riviera. Ever we seen a green 69 Riviera, we would run whatever because we didn't know what was Puddin or not.
Puddin came up in
and
Los
it was
Angeles
that
in the 1950s.
I'm not running from no nigga.
His early life unfolded on 115th Street near Nickerson Gardens, one of the roughest housing projects in the city. In 1972, his family moved to Compton, settling on Piru Street, a name that would soon become legendary in gang history. Compton at the time was overwhelmingly black, with jobs drying up and opportunities scarce. It was the perfect storm for gangs to rise. Back then, the Crips were running wild, led by founders like Raymond Washington and Tookie Williams. They were spreading fast, intimidating everyone in their path, swallowing up smaller neighborhoods. Puddin was just a scrawny teenager when he ran headfirst into the Crips. One day, he and Vincent Owens got into it with a group of Crips on Piru Street. They managed to hold their ground, and in the middle of the fight,
bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
But with a group of Crips on Piru Street, they managed to hold
these old-fashioned Bloods and shit, bro. What the fuck is this? When I used to see shit like this, it remind me of cheerleaders, gang. What the fuck is this? And these was the niggas that was riding up smoking shit, huh? Love and happiness. Them the niggas sliding listening to that old school shit, huh? Bro, get the fuck out of here. Bro, this shit always looked stupid to me. I ain't gonna lie. I always had
hold their ground, and in the middle of the fight, someone shouted, "Don't mess with nobody from Piru Street." That moment became history. It sparked the formation of the Piru Boys, the set that would eventually link up with others to form what we now know as the Bloods. Puddin set the tone. The Crips had the numbers, so the Pirus had to fight smarter and meaner. They armed up, bought guns, and went to war. In 1972...
You say what? You say, who you talking about, gang? Ruger. Boy, I don't listen to no fucking bitch-ass nigga named Ruger. What? That's Icewood Vezo, nigga. I think that's perfect. I don't know, my bitch is like she perfect. Well, that's perfect, boy. What the fuck I like listening to Ruger? You cool?
Puddin and a few of his homies opened fire on a group of Crips, leaving one dead and several injured. That quadruple shooting marked the real beginning of the Blood Crip war in Compton, and it made Puddin the #1 target on every Crip's list. From there, his reputation exploded. People said if you even saw a car that looked like Puddin's, you ran. He had a personal hit list, and he wasn't shy about using it. He famously ambushed Tookie Williams himself, shooting him in the legs and leaving him laid up for months.
I know he surprised Tookie. Surprised the heck out of Tookie. Over there on Almond Street. Shot him. Tookie didn't expect that.
After his right-hand man Tam was killed by Crips, Puddin took his revenge to another level. He called it psychological warfare, shooting Crips in the legs, ankles, and feet instead of killing them outright, leaving them crippled and scared. But here's where it gets even crazier.
Good R&B singer.
Puddin struck a deal with a
popped up his legs is crazy.
The understanding was simple. He'd keep the Black Panthers from organizing in Compton, and in return, the cops would look the other way on his drug operations.
Oh, man, bro, that's some CIA bullshit. This is why I think Raymond Washington was a part of the CIA. But I explain that a whole nother time for a whole nother video. If he kept the Panthers from organizing Compton, they'll let the Pirus go crazy. That's crazy.
Compton Police Department. The understanding was simple. He'd keep the Black Panthers from organizing in Compton, and in return, the cops would look the other way on his drug operations. The deal worked. The Panthers never gained ground in Compton, and Puddin had space to build his empire. He wasn't just feared. He was making serious money. By the 80s, he was one of Compton's biggest drug...
You gotta be dead, bro.
Right at the center of the crack
Niggas like this don't really make
but
it
like
out,
many
bro.
in that life, the walls eventually closed in. He caught a misconduct charge and served time. In 1987, he got busted selling to an undercover cop. Then in 1991, while still locked up, he and a crew of dealers testified against 6 LA narcs, accusing them of being suspects, stealing money, and planting dope. Puddin even said a deputy pocketed $16,000 during a raid on his mother's house. His personal life was just as wild. After getting out, he got into a toxic relationship with Jewel, Death Row's first lady. Their love story was nothing like the fairy tales. It was jealousy, arguments, and violence. One day, it exploded. Jewel shot Puddin in the chest.
I had went to jail.
She killed him?
For shooting this Puddin, who started the Blood Gang.
She said it was self-defense, that he had been abusing her.
Nah, bro. See, this is why you don't trust these hoes. Bro, you love this all. See that toxic shit. She jealous, you jealous, all that crazy shit, bro. She killed him. I was just talking to my bitch about this. That's why I ain't want to have no gun. She get emotional. Bitches want to shoot niggas.
Who started the Blood Gang.
She said it was self-defense.
And she claiming the hat, too.
But not everybody bought her story. Others whispered it had more to do with Puddin's womanizing ways. He survived the shooting.
I bet. Yeah, Puddin was getting pussy. Bro, whether he hit his bitch or not, if you fucking your bitch good enough, she don't give a fuck. You give her a slap in it too. Nigga, you see what Jody did to Yvette? Ate the pussy, she nutted, he fucked her. Everything was okay. Yeah, bro, he was fucking them bitches, bro, and she smoked his ass.
But the damage lingered. The bullet changed his health forever. Years later, the complications caught up to him, and in 2006, at just 51, Puddin died from issues linked back to that wound. Daff Mosley. He's another person sources suggest that Uncle Jerome was actually inspired by. For many, his story, particularly intertwined with that of his wife, Jamaica Thompson, provides an even more grounded, raw blueprint for Jerome and Louis' on-screen dynamic.
Louis! Louis!
Daff Mosley's name doesn't ring out as loud as some of the other big figures in LA's drug history, but the streets knew who he was. What made Daff stand out wasn't just what he did, it was who he did it with. His partner, Jamaica Thompson, wasn't just his wife. She was
his bitch was his partner. This is gonna end bad. This is gonna end bad. Either they got killed together or she told. That's my prediction. What happened? I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Was his co-conspirator, his equal,
co-conspirator,
the engine behind their rise. Together, they were a power couple, running things in a way people hadn't really seen before. Their hustle started young. Jamaica was still in high school when she and Daff were selling weed together. For two teenagers, it was quick money, the kind that gave them a taste of freedom most kids their age couldn't even dream of. But once they were out of school, weed felt small. They wanted more. According to Jamaica's own memoir, Queen Pin, their jump into the trade was downright shocking. In 1980, Jamaica claimed she performed a sensual favor for a bail bondsman named Willie, and in exchange, he fronted them their very first ounce of. That was the spark. From that single.
What did I say? What did I say when I just said the cop had his bitch selling the dope? Bro, she had to suck some nigga. She had to fuck somebody. What did this bitch do? That's his bitch in high school. They've been loving each other. They had kids. They get married. What she had to do? She had to go suck a dick for a nigga and he fronted her some coke. Bro, I know how this shit go. Man, boy, I know how this shit go.
She performed a sensual favor for a bail bondsman named Willie, and in exchange, he fronted them their very first ounce of. That was the spark. From that single ounce, the two flipped and climbed, and soon they were moving up to 4 kilos a week. That same year, 1980, they sealed their bond by getting married. The newlyweds also bought themselves a nice home in Encino, California, far removed from the blocks they grew up on.
Now check this out. If you know, right, that if your wife go leave with this nigga and suck his dick and gonna put y'all on, would you let your wife go suck his dick? I don't know. I probably wouldn't. I don't know, man. I don't know. What?
2 years later, they had a son, Anthony, and for a while it looked like they had beaten the odds. Young, rich, married, and building a life most people in their circle.
What y'all think? Would y'all be able to do it?
Couldn't even imagine.
I went over to her house and she had a Ferrari, a turbo Porsche. I mean, every car that you could ever fantasize.
I don't know either, right? Like,
a brand new swimming pool.
Money was my power. Money was my control. And that's what controlled me, the money. And I wanted the money.
But the drug game rarely allows happy endings. On November 23rd, 1984, everything came crashing down. Daff was gunned down at a car wash in LA. His death was devastating for Jamaica, but yet, instead of crumbling, Daff's murder pushed Jamaica to step up and become even more ruthless.
Hold on, what happened? He got smoked.
Power. Money was my control. And that's what controlled me, the money. And I wanted the money.
But the drug game rarely allows happy endings. On November 23rd, 1984, everything came crashing down. Daff was gunned down at a car wash in LA. His death was devastating for Jamaica, but yet, instead of crumbling, Daff's
she probably got his ass smoked. She probably really did.
Murder pushed Jamaica to step up and become even more ruthless. Jamaica Thompson, the original Queen Pin, whose story has also been widely believed to have inspired Aunt Louie, another central figure in Snowfall. Jamaica Thompson and her husband, Daff Mosley, started their hustle young, selling cannabis together while she was still in high school. But the game changed dramatically in 1980 when, through an explicit act with a bail bondsman named Willie, she secured her first ounce of.
We get it, bro. She sucked dude dick, bro, and he put her on.
This bold, unforgiving entry propelled them rapidly up the ladder, soon pushing up to 4 kilos of coke a week. When Daff was murdered in 1984, it could have been the end of her story, but Jamaica was built different. She was determined to keep their empire alive, and she did. Jamaica started expanding in ways few women had ever done in that world. She didn't just stick to LA, she hit the road, building connections in Detroit, Atlanta, Illinois, and St. Louis. She opened up new pipelines, tapped into new markets, and turned herself into a national-level operator.
After the death of her husband,
he had smoked in 84, bro. Not 94, he had smoked in 84.
She had connections all over, you know, the South.
That nigga
Atlanta,
been dead longer than I've been alive,
Illinois, St. Louis.
She was in Chicago, okay.
Like the world
yeah,
was mine
that's
because
okay.
now I'm doing it by myself.
Her hustle.
Yeah, bro. Now I kind of see Louis, because remember, Louis and Jerome. Remember they was all through St. Louis. You know what I'm saying, selling crack. So yeah, I kind of see it.
Wasn't sloppy either. She used a hair distribution business as a cover for laundering money, blending her drug profits with a seemingly legitimate enterprise. On top of that, she cut out middlemen by going directly to suppliers, ensuring she kept the lion's share of her profits.
That's her?
By the late 80s.
Hold on, bro. The lady is with two Filipino or Mexican homies. Like, she been getting fucked on all, like, look at her old sweating ass. She like, my man's dead. I don't give a fuck. It was definitely did us part.
Going directly to suppliers, ensuring she kept the lion's share of her profits. By the late 80s, she was pulling in staggering amounts of money, reportedly up to $1 million in a week. The FBI called her one of the biggest female dealers in America. She wasn't just surviving without DAF, she was thriving, building her own legend. But success in the streets always carries an expiration date. Jameika's downfall came the same way it did for so many others, through betrayal. Her associate, Percy Cheese Bratton, got caught and decided to save himself by turning informant. That led to Jameika being indicted,
his name
and when
Cheese.
he turned up, she went on the run. For years, she lived as a fugitive, carrying a gun in her Chanel purse, never able to fully relax, always looking over her shoulder.
She actually disappears, leaves her son. It tells you how serious this is.
At that time in my life, I carried a gun in my Chanel purse daily.
Her run finally ended in 1993 when she was arrested at her son Anthony's 6th grade graduation. That moment, being taken down in front of her child, was a brutal reminder of how deeply the game takes from those who play it.
She makes the mistake a mother would make, because a good trafficker would never have allowed her feelings for her son to get in the way of staying free from the law. She comes back to California for his graduation from school.
Convicted on multiple charges, Jameika was sentenced to 15 years in federal prison, of which she served 12. She did hard time in a maximum security facility where she crossed paths with none other than Griselda Blanco, the Colombian Black Widow, and one of the deadliest women in the history of the drug game. For Jameika, prison wasn't just punishment, it became a place of transformation. She found religion, began ministering to other women behind bars, and started rethinking the choices that brought her there. When she was released in 2005, she didn't go back to the streets. Instead, she launched Second Chance Ministries in South Central LA, dedicating her life to helping others break free from the same traps she had once embraced. Her son Anthony took a completely different path, becoming a professional skateboarder.
Yo, let's do this!
His story is based on the hit movie American Gangster, performed impeccably again by Denzel Washington as Frank Lucas. But even Lucas himself has said that the film was 99% Hollywood and 1% reality.
He don't mean nothing to me. What's he gonna do, go back home? I don't give a damn what he does.
Frank Lucas's life started in the kind of poverty that shapes you forever. He was born in LaGrange, North Carolina on September 9, 1930. When he was just 6 years old, he witnessed something that would scar him for life. His 15-year-old cousin, Obadiah, was murdered by the Ku Klux Klan for supposedly looking at a white woman the wrong way.
What you mean he was killed by looking at a white woman the wrong way? What is that? How can you look at a white woman the wrong way, bro? Was she digging at her nose? He was looking like, ugh. Did she fart or something? He was looking like, yeah, I want to bend her skinny ass over. Even though the white women didn't have asses like that back then. Well, that's what
planted in him a burning hatred for white authority, and from that point on, Frank Lucas was determined to never be powerless again.
My cousin, he's 15 years old. And you know what they murdered him for? They murdered him for reckless eyeballing.
With little education and barely able to read or write, Lucas's early years were wild. He robbed his employer of $400, burned the factory down, and fled north to Harlem by the mid-1940s. Once there, he claimed he became the protege of legendary Harlem gangster Bumpy Johnson. But this is one of those myths that depends on who you ask. Lucas insisted he spent 15 years at Bumpy's side as his driver and apprentice. But Bumpy's widow, Mamie Thatcher Johnson, shot that down, saying Bumpy never trusted Frank and barely gave him the time of day. Plus, Bumpy spent a decade of that supposed 15 years locked up.
He was locked
but
up
what's
out
not in
the
dispute
trash.
is that
Oh,
Frank
my mama,
Lucas
he
rose
was.
fast. He found a way to cut out the Italian mafia middlemen who had dominated the heroin trade for decades. His boldest move was going directly to the source, the Golden Triangle in Southeast Asia. Teaming up with U.S. Army Sergeant Ike Atkinson, nicknamed Sergeant Smack, Lucas claimed they invented the Cadaver Connection, smuggling kilos of heroin in the coffins of dead American soldiers coming back from Vietnam. Lucas bragged about using fake coffins with secret compartments, each carrying up to 8 kilos of heroin. With each kilo allegedly netting him $300,000, he painted a picture of multi-million-dollar shipments arriving with every body bag. But most of that story is likely a tall tale. Atkinson himself later denied it, saying he smuggled drugs and hollowed out teak furniture instead. A federal judge even called the Cadaver Connection story one of the biggest hoaxes in drug trafficking history. Maybe it happened once or twice, but not.
So, hold on. So, Frank Lucas not just a rat, he's a liar? But give it take, bro. Look at how his old ass moving. He did all that time in jail. He probably been this killer. Stick your tongue. He look geeky as hell. Frank Lucas is a goofy, bro. You look like a faggot. You look like a faggot, bro. You're like an old faggot. If your granddaddy used to suck dick back in the 60s, he looked like that's what Frank Lucas looked like. Yeah, bro. Look at his picture, bro. The picture. I mean, you got my picture right there. My picture's over him again. No Diddy. Let me just.
Not on the scale.
Hold on. Let me move this right here. Look at this, bro. The picture right here. He look goofy as shit. Can I move my picture? I can't move it. Hold on. Let me turn my picture off real quick. Look at him, bro. He look like a fucking goofy. He look like a goofy with a fucking mink hat on. He look gay as hell. Bro, the nigga look like he let niggas crack him in his ass on that picture, folks. That picture don't look gangster. He look sweet as hell. So sweet ass on, boy.
Lucas bragged about.
Oh, fat.
Still, whether it came in coffins or furniture, the heroin was real and potent. Lucas's brand, Blue Magic, was 98% pure and quickly became the hottest product in Harlem. He sold it cheaper than the competition, making sure addicts came to him. He recruited his brother straight out of North Carolina, his so-called country boys, and kept the operation tightly in the family. At his peak, Lucas claimed he was making $1 million a day, though the real numbers were probably far less. Still, he was rich enough to live like royalty, owning mansions, offshore accounts, expensive cars, and rubbing shoulders with celebrities. His downfall came the way it often does, with arrogance. In 1971, he attended a Muhammad Ali fight in Las Vegas, wearing a $100,000 chinchilla coat and a $10,000 matching hat, gifts from his wife. That one outfit made him stand out in a crowd of celebrities, and suddenly, law enforcement knew who to watch. As Lucas himself later admitted, "I left that fight a marked man." By 1975, the feds were ready. They raided his New Jersey home, seizing hundreds of thousands in cash, and arrested him. He was sentenced to 70 years in prison. But Frank Lucas wasn't about to rot away quietly. He flipped. He testified against more than 100 dealers, corrupt cops, and mobsters, cutting his sentence down drastically. He even ended up with Richie Roberts, the very prosecutor on this case, as his lawyer and later his friend. Roberts became God.
Stockholm Syndrome is real. Richie is the cop that nailed you, nigga. He the nigga that nailed you and gave you all that time, folks. Bro, the nigga nailed you and gave you all that time. And then he became a lawyer to help you? boy, get the fuck out of here. That's like saying you grape a motherfucker, right? Right? You grape him. And then you give him an ice cream cone at the end.
Free prosecutor on this case, as his lawyer and later his friend. Roberts became godfather to Lucas's kids, a bizarre twist that only added to the legend. But Lucas couldn't stay clean. He got arrested again in 1984 for dealing and did another 7 years. By the time American Gangster came out in 2007, his myth had outgrown the messy reality. Denzel Washington portrayed him as suave, calculating, and disciplined.
Don't say watching the movie, you feel like he told on me on the G.
Described him as illiterate, violent, and often reckless. Still, one scene from the movie was ripped straight from the truth. Lucas really did shoot a rival named Tango 4 times in the head in broad daylight, cementing his reputation as a man who ruled with fear. Frank Lucas lived long enough to see himself become a Hollywood icon. He died in May 2019 at the age of 88. Alpo Martinez. His story was the real-life inspiration for Rico, played by Cameron in the
I ain't gonna lie, R.I.P. Alpo though.
classic hood movie Paid in Full. Out of the trio, Alpo was the one who really embodied the reckless, loud, larger-than-life hustler. Born Alberto Geddes Martinez on June 8, 1966 in Spanish Harlem, Alpo grew up in a Puerto Rican household where English and Spanish flowed equally. That bilingual skill later gave him an edge in the drug game. He could bounce between cultures with ease, building connections everywhere. As a kid, Alpo wasn't the type to blend into the background. He was magnetic, always smiling, full of energy, and people naturally gravitated toward him. Every summer, he left Harlem through the Fresh Air Fund program, staying with a white family upstate. Those summers gave him a taste of a different life. Big backyards, calm neighborhoods, no sirens blaring every 5 minutes. But every time he came back to Harlem in the late 70s and early 80s, the streets were changing. Cocaine was everywhere. The cars were flashier, the jewelry was louder, and the game looked too good to resist. Alpo started small, sticking up drug dealers, taking chains, watches, and whatever cash he could grab. But he had ambition. By 1983, people in Harlem already knew his game. 2 years later, in 1985, he caught a weapons charge and had to do a year behind bars. Ironically, prison only leveled him up. Inside, he met Rich Porter, a Harlem golden boy already making big moves. Rich vouched for him when he got out, introducing him to AZ Faison. That link-up was legendary. AZ the brains, Rich the smooth operator, and Alpo the enforcer.
I ain't gonna lie, AZ was a goofy too. This what made me look at all New York niggas as goofies. Cause even the bitch ass niggas that they had these was the niggas that they looked up to. And these niggas was hoes.
Together, they became one of the most feared and respected drug crews Harlem had ever seen. Alpo loved the spotlight. He was pulling in $40,000 to $50,000 a week at his peak, but it wasn't just about the money, it was about the attention. He drove flashy cars, popped wheelies on dirt bikes through Harlem, and even had the nerve to kick police cars in broad daylight just to prove he was untouchable. That reckless energy.
Hey, check this out, folks. On some real nigga shit, if Alpo from the rack, he would have been like any other nigga, gang. Yeah, bro, it's all that Spanish shit, like Chicago. We not like, okay. How can I explain this? Alpo got his starts because niggas didn't know he was a Puerto Rican or Dominican, whatever the fuck he is. Niggas didn't know that he was that. They used to think he was black, right? And he used to hang around like Spanish trap houses, and they used to speak Spanish, right? And they used to say where they keep the money and the dope at, right? Alpo used to leave and go tell other niggas, hey, yo, they got the shit over there. Woo. He'd tell them and where the shit at. The niggas go back and rob niggas, and that's how Alpo got on. So he used to be with the Spanish niggas and the black niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Because the people didn't know they thought he was just Spanish. You know what I'm saying? They thought he was just like, they didn't know he was black. So he did that type of shit, you feel me? But, type shit.
Made him a star in the streets, but it also painted a target on his back.
Alpo like good things, nice things, but wow. Get a motorcycle, buy a brand new bike where the crowd is at, do wheelies, crash it, And the next day go buy another motorcycle, thousands of dollars, 10,000, and just come uptown and light it up. But he liked it, that attention. And in the game, we don't need that. So I was always, oh, this is crazy.
When he expanded into Washington, D.C., things got darker. Alpo became more ruthless, more paranoid, and way more violent. His name was tied to so many murders in D.C. that even other hustlers were scared to cross him. One of the coldest moves he made was plotting with Wayne Perry, his
man, no, not Wayne Perry. The original men of the men. Wayne Perry is what every DC nigga wanna be. He's a killer and he was a freak, bro. No Diddy. Wayne Perry fucked men and fucked bitches. And he'll fuck you in front of your bitch, gang. That's the crazy part. Imagine you own a nigga money or a nigga come to rob you, right? Right? And you get a money up. And the nigga pull his dick out and make you suck his shit. Or he bend you over and fuck you in your ass while your bitch still naked. Let's say you fucking your bitch, right? You fucking your bitch. And he catch you fucking your bitch. Right? His dick hard. He pull his dick out and fuck you. That's the shit Wayne Perry did. He was an evil bastard, bro. Wayne Perry was an evil bastard. Yeah, that's why he used to speak Spanish around it, because they didn't know he could speak Spanish. On my mama. On my mama. That was crazy. Wayne Perry would definitely be GD. Alpo would have been GD. Alpo would have been one of the guys, gang, for sure. Alpo, he was a hustler, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? That kind of gave BD vibes, too, though. But he was a dirty, robbing ass nigga. Like, he was low down, so he could have been anything in Chicago. Could have been Vice Lord. Could have been, you know what I'm saying? He could have been a 290 GD. Out West GD.
Notorious hitman Damiano Montana Benson, a dealer who was sleeping with Alpo's wife. That hit showed just how personal and savage Alpo could be. But his most infamous move, the one that cemented...
Tender dick, bro. You fucking all these hoes, and you tender that another nigga fucking your bitch. Tender, bro.
A dealer who was sleeping with Alpo's wife. That hit showed just how personal and savage Alpo could be. But his most infamous move, the one that cemented his reputation as both a hustler and a traitor, was the murder of Rich Porter. Greed and paranoia ate at him. He started suspecting Rich of holding back a supplier, of keeping secrets. So he lured his so-called brother into a van, talked to him like nothing was wrong, asked him about coke, then pulled out a gun and shot him.
I was asking him like, yo, Rich, where did you get that coke from, man? That shit was good, because I wanted to make him comfortable. That shit was good as a motherfucker. He's like, I got it from my connect. So from there, I knew he was lying. I turned to my little man. I gave him the nod. Once I gave him the nod, my little man spent, because he was short, so he could stand up in the van. Next thing you heard was the 2 gunshots, bang, bang.
In later interviews, Alpo admitted it coldly, even saying, I just do that I loved, a dude I called my brother. Rich's body was found the next day, shot multiple times in the head and chest. Alpo's downfall came on November 7th, 1991, the same day Magic Johnson announced his HIV diagnosis. Facing life without parole, Alpo made the ultimate street sin. He flipped. He cut a deal with the feds, snitching on his crew, his associates, and even Wayne Perry, the same man who had protected him. Perry ended up with 5 life sentences, all thanks to Alpo's testimony. In exchange, Alpo got 35 years, a light sentence compared to the bodies linked to his name. In 2015, he walked out of prison and slid into witness protection as Abraham Rodriguez in Maine. But Alpo couldn't resist the streets. Harlem called him back. He started showing his face again, doing Instagram videos, riding around like the old days, almost daring somebody to touch him. And on Halloween night, October 31st, 2021, somebody did. He was shot up in his Dodge Ram truck on Frederick Douglass Boulevard, right in Harlem. AZ Faison. His life was the blueprint for Ace in Paid in Full, the quieter hustler who wasn't as flashy but still commanded respect. AZ Faison Jr. was born on November 10, 1964 in Harlem. His childhood wasn't easy. At just 6 years old, a fire ripped through his family's tenement building, forcing them into a shelter for half a year. Eventually, they landed in the Sugar Hill section, but money was always tight. AZ struggled in school and dropped out by 9th grade, bouncing between odd jobs. He even worked at a local dry cleaner for 2 years, folding shirts and pressing pans, with no idea he'd one day become a kingpin. The turning point came in 1983. Like so many young hustlers, AZ saw Scarface.
I ain't gonna lie, folks. I don't think it was like that back in the day. Like, cause like when you think of what was going on, it was no reason to backdoor a person back in them days. Like, power was free, water was free, food was free, everything was free. Like, it wasn't no reason, it wasn't no jealousy. All that shit came after the resets, bro. After the between the 17 and the 1800s. That's where all that shit came from. That shit ain't in our history. That shit ain't us. You feel what I'm saying? That shit came from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? That shit came from somewhere else, gang.
And got hooked.
But it has been going on for a long time. But that shit ain't us. That betrayal shit ain't us. That's Roman shit. You know what I'm saying? That come from the Romans. That ain't us, gang.
And the idea of living large. Around that time, he connected with a Dominican supplier who used the dry cleaner. That plug changed everything. AZ started small, but he was smart, disciplined, and ambitious. By 21, he was moving serious weight, earning up to $40,000 a week. That's when he linked back up with his childhood friend, Rich Porter, and Rich brought in Alpo. The trio locked down Harlem. But the game has no loyalty. On August 21st, 1987, AZ was at his aunt's spot, one of his stash houses, when it all went bad. A crew tried to rob him. In the chaos, AZ was shot 9 times.
Damn.
Somehow, he survived, but 3 other people in the house didn't. The most painful part was that the setup came from someone close. His sister's boyfriend, Kevin, had been holding a grudge because AZ once refused to put him in a deal. That betrayal cut deep, and it shattered AZ's trust forever.
And it was an incident where he wanted me to give, before he got locked up, he had wanted me to give some drugs to Rich. And I didn't. I gave it back to my sister, and I told him to give it back to him because I felt that dude was crazy, because the way, the situation at that time, he was running from somebody.
Then came more heartbreak. In 1990, Rich Porter was murdered by Alpo. Around the same time, Rich's younger brother, William, was kidnapped and killed. Those losses pushed AZ to a breaking point. He realized the game only led to betrayal, death, or prison. So he did what very few hustlers ever do. He walked away for good. Life after the streets gave AZ a second chapter. In 1989, he formed a rap group called Mob Style, rapping about the life he'd lived. At first, it was straight street tales, but later it shifted into conscious messages aimed at steering kids away from hustling. He put out an album in 1991 and even did a solo project, but his real legacy came in storytelling. He became a producer on Paid in Full, shaping how the world would remember his story. Later, he co-authored Game Over, The Rise and Transformation of a Harlem Hustler in 2007, and he even dropped a documentary of the same name. His story was so important, it was featured on C-SPAN's Book TV during a Harlem Book Fair panel. Rich Porter. The third of the trio, Rich Porter, inspired Mitch in Paid in Full.
Rich Porter. My mama.
Out of all 3, Rich was the one who truly embodied the fly guy hustler image. Born in Harlem, Rich jumped into the streets at just 12 years old. By the 80s, Harlem was a hotbed for young entrepreneurs in the drug game, and Rich quickly rose to the top. His style made him a legend. He never repeated an outfit, designer clothes every day. He had a fleet of cars and always kept himself fresh. To the neighborhood kids, he was a superstar, someone to look up to. To the hustlers, he was respected because he had money and he carried himself with class. Rich's bond with AZ was solid. They grew up together, made money together, and it was Rich who brought Alpo into the fold, vouching for him when others weren't sure. That decision, sadly, would cost him everything. The beginning of the end came in December 1989. Rich's 12-year-old brother, William, was kidnapped. The kidnappers didn't just demand money, they sent a cassette tape of William crying, begging for help, saying they cut off his finger. To prove it, they left a finger in a McDonald's bathroom. The cruelty was beyond comprehension. Rich tried desperately to raise the ransom. He was even planning to flip a big load of coke from AZ to get the money. But before he could save his brother, tragedy struck. On January 3rd,
This nigga kissing him on the head, gang. That's... wow. That's a sweet-ass picture.
Rich was set up by Alpo. Alpo's paranoia and greed led him to believe Rich was holding back a top-tier supplier. In reality, Rich was just trying to save his little brother. Alpo lured him into a meeting, then killed him. The next day, Rich's body was found near Orchard Beach in the Bronx.
His ass from FBG.
The heartbreak didn't stop there. Less than a month later, on January 28th, William's body was discovered, wrapped in 14 layers of plastic bags near a bike path in the Bronx. He had died from a blow to the head, and the ultimate betrayal was that the mastermind behind William's kidnapping wasn't a stranger. It was their own uncle, John Apple Porter, Rich and William's mother's brother, Haitian Jack. His charisma was so sharp it ended up inspiring one of Tupac's most iconic characters, Birdie in the classic film Above the Rim. Even Pac himself admitted that he wasn't just acting in that role. He was channeling somebody he actually knew, somebody who had taken him under his wing in New York. That somebody was Haitian Jack. Jack was even there on...
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Haitian Jack is... I don't know how to feel about Haitian Jack, bro. I don't know.
Sad watching Pac, coaching him, almost studying his own reflection being brought to life. Birdie, the slick gangster with gold chains, leather jackets, and a smile that could slice steel, was a mirror of Jack's real-life swagger.
When me and Tupac met, he was doing a movie, Above the Rim. And I didn't know it at the time, but he was studying me for the role that he was playing in this movie.
Haitian Jack's journey started far from New York. He was born in Haiti, but as a boy, he made his way to Brooklyn, stepping into one of the toughest environments you could land in. At first, he couldn't speak a word of English, which made him easy prey, but Jack wasn't built to stay a victim for long. He adapted quick, picking up not just the language, but also the unwritten codes of the streets. Before long, he wasn't the one getting picked on. He was the one people called when something needed handling. Jack Harvey.
They got pictures of Haitian Jack and Tupac in the bed together, all types of shit, bro. Like, it's some funny pictures, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some fucked up pictures. Him and Pac in the bed, got his head laying on each other. You know what I'm saying? Like laid across his lap, shit. It just don't look right.
Had a reputation as a fixer in the underworld. He wasn't just a stick-up guy or a hitman. He was an operator, a connector, someone who could make problems vanish or open doors most people didn't even know existed. That kind of skill, blending muscle with influence, earned him access to both worlds, the gritty street corners and the glamorous VIP rooms. You'd catch Jack in the company of legends, Madonna, Mike Tyson, Aretha Franklin, Stevie Wonder. By the time Jack linked up with Tupac in 1993, Pac was already a rising star, but Jack pulled him deeper into a world Pac had only heard about in whispers. Pac admired him, not just for his reputation, but for his elegance, his composure, the way he commanded any room he walked into. Jack showed him swagger, schooled him on the finer details of being larger than life.
You know what I'm saying? I used to tell him, look, man, you can't walk around here with your pants hanging off your ass, homie. Let me get you something real. Change up your gear a little bit, man. Pac and Armani, Dolce & Gabbana. You know, I bought him a Rolex.
But like most bonds in that world, theirs came with a cost. People had...
If that ain't no Diddy shit, what did he do? Diddy took niggas shopping. Did he buy you jewelry?
You know what I'm saying? I used to tell him, look, man, you can't walk around here with your pants hanging off your ass, homie. Let me get you something real. Change up your gear a little bit, man. Pac and Armani, Dolce & Gabbana. You know, I bought him a Rolex.
But like most bonds in that world, theirs came with a cost. People had been warning Pac about Jack from the start. His cousin, William Lee Sane, knew Jack from the Tombs, Manhattan's criminal court back in '83, when Jack got locked up for shooting somebody. Even Mike Tyson, a man who had looked the meanest fighters on earth in the eye, told Pac to keep his distance. But Pac was Pac. He thought he was untouchable. That decision would haunt him. In 1993, Pac found himself wrapped in a sexual assault
Pac
case
a faggot.
involving Ayanna Jackson. He swore up
And
and
he was
down it
raping
was a
hoes.
setup, blaming Haitian Jack as the mastermind behind it. And while Pac's life was spiraling, Jack seemed to come out of the situation relatively untouched. Things only got darker after the infamous Quad Studio shooting
facts.
in November
That bandana
1994.
around his neck ain't
Pac got
beating
lit
the
up with
allegations,
5
gang.
bullets, stripped of his jewelry, and left for dead. From his hospital bed, he pointed fingers directly at Jack, along with Jimmy Henchman and Stretch. That's
Jimmy
when
Henchman?
Pac delivered his chilling warning. Trust no one, not even the ones who put a chain around your neck and call it love. The wildest part was that the shooting went down right in the middle of filming Above the Rim. Real-life chaos was bleeding into the movie itself. Paranoia gripped the set. Scenes had to be rewritten, and for some of Pac's wider shots, the crew even had to use a stand-in, a look-alike, because the star was literally recovering from gunfire.
That's crazy. Now that's what I was gonna originally, and that's, you see what? That's not even a bad video, gang. That's a dope video too, gang. I ain't gonna lie, that's a dope video too. Rolling 60 quid versus everybody deadly.
So said the two.
Yeah, I got to put that on shit. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Hold on. The fuck? Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on, bro. Hey, y'all got some reactions in a minute. Damn, I dropped the shit out of my headphones, bro. I gotta run to the kitchen real quick. Hey, man, I got some reactions in a minute. Nigga got a little hungry.